Deep in the dark, I felt the fire flicker, ignite the flame and give us life. My cursed mark and hollow heart grows sicker. Out of the shadow cometh life. Kill me, I'd like to see you try. You take my life, I fail to die. The fires fade, now close your eyes and sing my undead lullaby. The night will fall and swallow light to fill my dark hollow inside, and yet my death is all but nigh. Sing my undead lullaby. Keep the fire bright, I can see your breath as the cold creeps in. You are beyond death. Take a leap of faith, unless you're scared to try. Now brace yourself for me and prepare to die. In a barren land where the dead will walk and the dragons fly. Blood across the sand, good intentions crumble as the demons rise. Welcome to my own hell, a place I know well, there's nothing like. Hope you came prepared, because this is where angels come to die. Bloodstains of the fallen plague this trail you're walking. A warning to be hearkened. Eyes of fate are always watching. Desecrated, grave forgotten. Seed of evil in the garden. Rise up from your coffin. Submit yourself unto the darkness. Darkness is falling. Grim Reaper's calling. Shadows are coming to life. I must rekindle embers that dwindle. Ashes and cinder will arise.
Hello and welcome to the Curse of Strahd Call of Cthulhu game. We are into game 9, the Night Mother, and it is wonderful to see you. I hope you're having a fantastic time. As I, your Lord Keeper, Dr. Crow, and joining me today are my good friends Nick Brown, the Man of Renown, playing Matthew Moore.
Hello.
The Amish Man playing Gerard Barrington.
Hello.
The Blue Teddy narrations playing the lovely Miss Daisy.
Oh, other way. Hello.
And Hex Harper playing Alexei Borokov.
Hey, hey.
Now, where we last left off, our players made their escape from the Amber Temple. Back at the guardhouse in the Tolkien Pass, they had a run-in with the beast, managing to drive it off by using clever distractions in the portcullis of the guardhouse to almost cut its head off. They managed to descend the mountain safely. Along the way, Matthew killed 2 more vampires using the icon of Ravenkind.
Microwave noises. Happy microwave noises.
They also noticed they were being trailed by two other mysterious figures in the woods. Getting a lift from the Wizards of Wine, they made their way back to Van Richten's tower to see that they have obtained a massive force from Valaki. Their army is now almost ready to face Strahd von Zarovich at Castle Ravenloft. But before they could do that, they had to discuss some power play issues of who would take over control after Strahd, and the leaders of Barovia have elected to put Ismark in charge. They had a long conversation with Tatiana, determining that the Sun Sword is possessed by the spirit of Sergei, Strahd's younger brother, as well as managing to set up a meeting with the werewolves, where Alexei has to defeat their leader in one-on-one combat.
Yay! I'm gonna die.
Matthew had a touching moment with Esmeralda, where at the end of that, he was met by Dragoon, one of the vampires under Strahd's control. After slaying Dragoon, Matthew found a letter inviting them to come dine at Castle Ravenloft. It seems Strahd now wants to play gracious host. And that is where our characters pick up. Here within the camp, we'll say it's about an hour at least after Moore had found the note. What is it that your characters would be up to?
Sad microwave noises. Sad.
Sad microwave noises.
Depressed.
Let's start with Moore. You're the one who found the letter.
Well, yeah, they're making bullets, and I got the letter. Last time I remember just going to show it to everyone else at who was invited in the tower. So I think that's where I was heading. I think Esmeralda was there, or she came back.
Yeah, she came back when she heard the fighting.
Yeah, wasn't much of a fight, but yeah.
You are a vampire slaying machine.
Yeah, I suppose it's working out for me so far, but he's the sad man right now, so
Yep.
I don't know what else he would be doing other than just showing the letter to everyone else. Because again, he already got the order in for the bullets for the shotgun and the rifle.
All right. So you gather Gerard, Daisy, and Alexei, because obviously they're the ones the letter's meant for.
Yep. I don't know if anyone else should know about it, so I'll probably keep it just to
the five of you.
Yeah.
All right.
I guess I don't know what they're doing when I get to them, so or gather them up if they're doing something of their own.
Yeah, they're probably chilling in one of these small tents set off.
All right, chilling like Bob Dylan, I see.
Yep.
All right. Yep. I guess gather everyone up in a tent or the tower, or doesn't matter.
The tower has become kind of like the base of operations, so if you want to keep this private, that's not a great place. However, all of you have like your own little private tents, so any one of those would probably do.
Okay. So I'll gather Barrington and Alexei, and then we'll go into Daisy's tent.
All right. So Daisy, Moore, Barrington, and Alexei all arrive at your tent. Esmeralda kind of hangs around outside, almost like she's watching for something.
Oh, hello?
I'm sorry to barge in like this, but we got a message from Strahd himself. Well, not himself, but he wrote the letter. He didn't deliver it personally, though.
I see. Yes, come in.
I don't know why we chose your tent, but I guess we're in your tent now. What does your tent look like?
Oh, tent-ish?
So the tents would probably be set up kind of basic. She'd probably have like a it's sort of just a blanket on the ground, not even really a sleeping bag, with a small like little table, and that's really about it.
All right. I guess I'll put the letter on the table then, for everyone to see and read.
All right.
Feast your eyes upon the words written in blood, presumably.
I think we
I
are.
got it right here. Hold on.
Oh, wait a minute. No, we were at the tower. Because we were joking about the anthrax letter, and it was,
Oh yeah, you guys have already seen it.
Yeah,
That's right.
I'm
We joked
sorry.
about it being anthrax.
Yeah, I'm sorry. It was, Van Richten. He opened it for us because we didn't want to touch it because it was poison.
All right, so you guys are still kind of discussing this then.
Yeah, so sorry. I forgot all
It's
about that.
all right. It's all right.
None of us remembered either.
Yeah, it happens. D&D is not a story. It's not a great storytelling device. It's just us having fun. All right. So you guys hadn't quite decided what you're going to do about this letter. You guys got a whole laundry list of things you personally need to do.
We can deal with this matter after we've dealt with everything else. There doesn't seem to be a specific date as to when we have to attend the dinner.
Yes, and honestly, I'm not sure I have any interest.
Yeah, time is of little concern for him. So
It might be. I think it might be worth taking at least some of us taking that invitation up just to as a distraction for someone to mess with the portcullis and the gate or the drawbridge, so that way they can keep it open for us. But those are matters we can attend to after we've dealt with the first one, which is what are we tackling first?
our options are the elves, the werewolves, or possibly the witches, and also stopping by Valaki.
Do we do this all together, or are we going to split up and search for clues?
I think it might be best. Well, it would save time to split up, but it does prevent an obvious safety concern.
Okay, because I asked because it's going to be hard for all of us to do anything for Alexi. Maybe one or two of us, and then same with the elves. I think that'd be hard for all of us to. I don't know. I guess I'm spitballing ideas. I don't know.
Charming the Fae sounds like something Barrington would be good at.
And it is on the. Oh, sorry.
Sorry, and perhaps Miss Daisy as well.
Yes, and I wouldn't really be much use if he needs an extra fist or two against the wolves, so perhaps Matthew would be best suited to going with Alexi.
Yeah, and I'm getting silver bullets made too, so that'll help.
And I still need my knuckle dusters.
And then out of curiosity, is the elves, is that by Valaki, so that way they can also visit Valaki on their way, or is that?
Yeah, it's about like 30 minutes south of Valaki.
Okay, yeah. So you and Barrington can also visit Valaki, and where Barrington could establish his lordship now.
Yes, that could be extremely useful. Well, what do you say, Barrington?
Seems like a reasonable plan.
All right. You guys want to set off in the morning, or
No, what time is it?
it's probably late in the evening? This is sunset, basically.
Oh yeah,
Yep.
I'm not going out in the middle of nowhere at night.
Yeah, definitely. And we also need to get our things made too, which I don't know how long that'll take. The bullets.
They'll
And
probably have that done by tomorrow night, so you guys will have to spend a whole day here in the tent in the camp, which gives you a moment to rest and recuperate.
Yeah.
hooray!
And
Oh.
I should be at full health now, or by that point. So yay!
Yep. All right. So anything anybody needs to do tonight?
I don't
I'm
think
good.
so. Yeah.
All right. So those of you who are wounded gain 1 hit point by resting,
Except for me.
except for Daisy.
I could fix up Daisy in the morning before she leaves because she's
Yeah.
got like 2 hit points down, right?
Yeah.
Yep. So that would be a mechanics roll to see if you do it successfully.
Come on. That is a 6. Nope. I was looking at the wrong link. Well, it's still a success. 60 out of 70.
Yay.
All right. So 1d4. It's worth.
Come on, 2 or higher. 2. Yay!
Yay.
Daisy's back in full functioning order. All right. So in the morning, of course, the camp's woken up. The sound of like a bell being rung. Soldiers kind of lining up and everything, switching out guard duties. The whole hustle and bustle. Long line of men getting slop from a cauldron. It looks like it's a mix between porridge and a soup. Definitely heavily potato based. It's a small potato farmers. You see men, of course, doing early morning drills in the morning. And most of these people are armed with makeshift wooden spears, pitchforks, fire axes, just like regular farming equipment. They are not soldiers. It's more of an organized mob.
Hey, farming equipment can kill.
Yeah. Yeah, so we got a number of people who, of course, everybody's getting like these big old wooden clubs, long handled knives. Kitchen equipment's getting sharpened down to overt sharp points. You see Esmeralda kind of giving tips to a couple of people who have swords that are scraped clear of rust. So they got these long scrapes all along their blades. Some of them have chips and whatnot. You see Ismark helping another group of soldiers, kind of giving them the run. Tatiana's over in the nursing tent. She's helping bandage up a couple of guys who got wounded in sparring practice. You see a variety of the different people you go. And of course, there are ravens everywhere, perched on the top of every tent, hopping around all over the grounds, wherever they can find a perch, like on tanning racks and overlooking things. A couple of them picking at the porridge, the porridge pot whenever it's not being watched carefully. So there's always like a kid there who's like with a spoon just kind of shooing them back and away. All right. So Barrington and Daisy, you two are going to head out for Vlaki today?
Yes.
All right. On your way to Vlaki, you notice like suddenly one of the trees kind of like burst to life and bats fly off in the direction of Castle Ravenloft.
I think... Didn't someone mention that bats spied for Strahd?
Mm-hmm. Ismark told you that a long time ago.
Well, Barrington, it would appear Strahd is going to know where we're going.
Yeah, I mean, he full on expects us to arrive, so he knows we're coming.
But your trip to Vallaki is largely uneventful. You arrive at the town gates, have a brief conversation with the guards. They lift the portcullis for you, allow you inside. Where's your first place you're going to go here in Vallaki?
Your call, Barrington?
I'm trying to remember what's in Milwaukee.
So there's definitely not any more manor houses, that's for sure.
Yeah.
So there's the church with its graveyard, and there's the Blue Water Inn, which is one of the keepsakes of the Keepers of the Feathers.
Oh, yeah, then we can definitely go to the inn first then.
All right. Travel through the inn. You notice that the town is almost, it's not very lively. There's definitely fewer people than there was before. A couple of the old parchments declaring the Festival of the Sun are still floating about, covered in mud, stomped into the ground and sobbing wet, turning yellow with age already. No new posters have come up in their place. The stockyards and their gallows are empty, which is a new sight. It almost seems like the people in this town are slightly happier. Still definitely pessimistic. I mean, it is still Barovia, but they're no longer as bad off as they were underneath the Baron Barukov. Your arrival at the Blue Water Inn is, of course, covered in ravens per usual. And of course, the cacophony of calls die out as you walk in. Blue Water Inn currently has no patrons in it.
And the owner was part of that order, right?
Yes. Yeah, so the barkeep is still chilling at the bar. He seems to be cleaning out a couple of mugs. He looks up at you and goes, Barrington and Miss Daisy. It is good to see you two again. Well, actually, I think this might be the first time I met you, Daisy.
Perhaps, though I think we've seen each other in passing. It is a pleasure to meet you.
It's a pleasure to meet you as well. What brings you to the Blue Water Inn?
You've heard of our movements against Strahd, I'm assuming?
He kind of goes a little grim in the face and goes, I have.
And where do you stand in this matter?
The Keepers of the Feathers have always stood against Strahd. But you also would not be the first time a group of adventurers, treasure hunters, vampire hunters, monster slayers, all sorts of different churchmen, whatever, have come to stand against the devil.
So I understand. However, it would seem we have acquired resources that those in the past have not.
Well, only once in my recent memory have, and you have far surpassed his.
Then how much or how many members, I should ask, comprise the order?
The Keepers, we make up about 20.
If you are committed to helping bring down Strahd, would those 20 be willing to help us in our siege against the castle?
Quite possibly. We are 20, but we're not fighters. We don't know how to use a bow. We know how to use a knife, but that's not going to be much use on a battlefield. What we do know are ravens.
Can you explain?
The ravens are the purpose of the order. The members of the order have a unique ability. We can talk to the ravens.
Is this perhaps a skill that can be taught?
It is potential.
We were trying to decide with some of our plans for how to get someone in, well, myself, frankly, and accomplish a few things, but then we would need some way of signaling outside that it was accomplished. Perhaps if I could tell Raven and he could tell one of you.
I'll have to find the perfect raven to do the task. That's when there's a lot of tapping at one of the nearby windows.
I think perhaps we have a volunteer.
He opens up the window, and a single raven flies in and perches upon the bar near you, Daisy.
Hello. So, how does one converse with ravens?
It's a matter of spirit, almost. A sacred bond has to be formed between you and the ravens themselves. You have to become almost unlike human, briefly. Understand how the raven speaks, how it feels, what it's like to have the wind under your wings.
And how is this accomplished?
All right. Look into the raven's eyes. Meditate upon it. Think about it.
Okay, I stared out the raven.
All right. The raven stares back at you with those big, black, beady eyes. Slight tilt of its head as it kind of clicks its beak together. I want you to roll a power check.
Okay. 16.
16?
Mhm.
Is that under your power?
Oh yeah, my power is 60.
All right. So as you stare, Barrington, you're kind of watching this, and there's almost like a flicker from all the candles at once. As you're watching this, and Daisy, it feels like you stare for hours at this raven. And suddenly you feel like this cold breeze underneath of you, this feeling to be free. This glimmer of something. That's a private chat. Of this feeling of freedom, expression, hope, desire. You almost feel like you're flying far above Vlocky. You can even picture it below you. This tiny little speck in the village. Castle Ravenloft off in the distance. You can see Barovia beneath it. This massive forest. And you are one with the sky, and the ravens are flying around you. Before you come back down to earth, and you realize you know this raven's name. You don't know how, you can't quite explain it. But you have definitely made a connection with the ravens.
What's its name?
Its name is Marina.
Oh, that's pretty. Okay. Well, that was quite the experience. Thank you, Marina. So, do you think you will be able to assist me then?
Through some picture of telling you, almost like it's more like the eyes of how an animal would see it. So it's more like images in your own mind. It's not really words. So you get this image of a swamp, upon which is this gnarled old stump of a tree, its roots sticking high up out of the ground, upon which is a tiny little hut glowing with this eerie candlelight. Hanging down from this tree are cages filled with ravens trapped inside them. And you are able to see this a few miles south of Valaki into the swamp. The ravens will be able to help if you take care of this threat.
I see. Of course. I'll gather my friends and we'll see what we can do.
Which the barkeep walks up and says, if you're going to take on that hag, you're going to need to come well prepared.
What do you suggest?
Be very careful. She's ancient in the crafts of magic. She will not be eager to fight you. And I doubt, even with your advanced technologies, you'll find it easy to bypass her magical protections. She has some sort of connection with a deity known as the Night Mother. I don't know much about it, but I think the werewolves also have a connection with it. She has been capturing ravens for years and killing them. She does not fear them.
I see. Well, perhaps the sigil that Matthew has. Is it effective against witches, do you think?
I am unsure. This sigil is a new thing to this valley, as far as we know. Not much about it in our ancient legends.
I see. Well, I don't know if you had heard, but Barrington has been named the new lord of this town.
I have heard. The ravens have told us.
It seems as though things have gotten better here in the past few days. Perhaps it would be a good idea to, in some way, let the people associate that turn in fortune, shall we say, with Barrington.
That sounds like a wonderful idea. Lord Barrington, how do you plan on handling this?
He kind of like he's thinking about this. Would the hut be of any power of hers?
More than likely, I believe the hut has some sort of magic about it, although we don't know what.
Kind of give a glance at the bartender. What's the strongest alcohol thing you have here?
Wine.
Can you spare a bottle?
He pulls out a bottle of this grape wine, sets it on the bar.
I think I have an idea to take care of the house, to force her out of the house.
Oh,
Yeah, it's an old trick. Not one I'm very fond of, but in this situation, I feel like it's necessary. If we can take her out of that house where many of her things will be, take her out into the open, it might help. But also, we would need something to take her out herself. Tell me, do you still have a general store of like rent of items here?
Yes, the general store is still open.
All right, I think we might have there might be a plan. If you'll excuse me, Miss Daisy.
of course.
And he's gonna make his way towards the general store.
All right, so the trip to the general store is not uneventful. As you walk through the valley, as you walk along the roads, you notice a large pack of rats, probably about 10 to 12 of them, scurry off down an alley out of your footsteps.
Do I see what was giving chase to them?
Nothing.
Huh.
They do scurry away from you, however.
All right.
They're on orders from the Rat Queen.
The rat revolution begins.
All right, he'll continue on then.
All right. So you make it to the general store, which you're met with a little bit of surprise as the locals bow to you.
He just like, oh, please. I mean, it's not even really. Well, I guess it is official, but still, you don't need to do that. I just want to help out the town as best I can.
And what do you need to help out the town, my lord?
Tell me, what do you know about the? Have you heard about a nearby witch at all?
They all kind of look at one another. It goes, the one that's out in the swamp.
Exactly, that one.
We've heard rumors of her. That's why nobody goes out in the swamp.
Well, I've been tasked by the Order of the Feathers to, well, deal
Keepers of the Feather.
Keeper of the Feathers, excuse me, to deal with the threat.
The people kind of like mutter to one another. One of the people will speak up and go, "What are the Keepers of the Feather?"
You kind of like, they're friendly. That's all you need to really associate, with. If this works, I'll involve further. But right now, I just need some supplies.
All right. What sort of supplies do you take? Because they're pretty much willing to give you whatever you need.
Let's see here. Would be worthwhile in the swamp. Definitely some rope. Would this kind of place have like bear traps and stuff like that?
They do have bear traps.
All right. A bunch of ropes, as many traps as I can carry.
All right. So many traps as you can carry. So you probably get a total of. You got 10 of them. You get 50 feet of rope.
Just trying to think of anything else I can think of that would be good for like subduing the witch. And I'll just be, you wouldn't happen to have any more arrows, would you?
Yes, they do have plenty of arrows.
Not that I've spent any, but I'll take a couple just in case I need to.
All right.
And that'll be it.
All right. So off you go with your another fresh 20 quivers of arrows. 20 quivers. Quiver. Off you go with your quiver of 20 arrows.
There you go.
I failed my speech check. Well, back to town you go. As you do, you notice more rats fleeing from you again.
Huh. He definitely is like raising a brow at this point. You know what? At this point, he's gonna follow them this time.
All right, you will actually follow the rats.
Yeah, see what's going on.
All right, the swarm quickly scatters, going underneath a variety of different trash, behind trash cans, into holes in the walls. Heading down one alley, heading down another. They're quickly running away from you.
Huh. Interesting.
Do you try to pursue more still? One of these larger groups?
Seeing that there's just generally scattering and not kind of going in a general direction, he'll stop and go back.
All right. Make a spot hidden check.
Ooh, okay. 1 second. Putting spot, hidden spot. Ah, there you are. Nope. 82. That's a fail.
82. All right.
I see nothing.
You see nothing. While Barrington's off on his trip, Daisy, do you do anything special at the Blue Water Inn?
I think I probably talked to the keeper of the crows. Like, so, since the townspeople are probably very much burnt out on celebrations, can you think of any other ways in which to subtly credit Barrington with their good fortune?
Rats have become a growing problem in the city. Don't get me wrong, rats have always been a problem, but they're starting to almost seemingly multiply, like they're coming in from the woods.
Interesting. So perhaps if he fixed another issue.
Yeah. If he puts out a decree on a bounty on the rats, that will definitely help.
Yes, it's a good idea. I'll talk to him about it. Thank you.
We heard that the Fae folk know wards to help ward rats away.
Oh, well, we were going to speak with them next anyways, so...
That'll be useful. Another odd problem is that there hasn't been heard any wolf calls last night or the night before. Which is a good thing, I suppose, but that's got people on edge. Wolves disappearing, rats appearing out of nowhere.
The wolves may not be a problem for a while. We are having a meeting with them as well, and I suppose it somewhat depends on the outcome.
Now, you're having a meeting with the lycanthropes, these werewolves. They are not like the regular beastie wolves. Those wolves are servants of Strahd.
Oh, I see. You were talking about actual wolves.
Yes.
That is strange. Well, perhaps we can look into that as well. The wolves don't typically eat rats, do they? It seems a bit small for them.
No, typically not.
So one of their rise in population probably has nothing to do with the other, but we'll look into it. Thank you for bringing it to our attention.
You're very welcome.
Okay, she's probably just going to sit down and wait for Barrington at that point.
All right. Barrington returns in little time. Yep. Barrington, you return to the Blue Water Inn.
Yeah, you just see him with a whole bunch of rope and traps.
I suppose that is for the witch?
Being a swamp, they should these kind of motioning of the traps. Hopefully, should be easy to hide if I can get close enough to the house without her noticing. But again, if she has magical abilities, you'll probably notice when I get close. Well, it's worth a shot at least. And rope, we can always use that to tie her up if we can.
The keepers were discussing a rat problem in the village, as well as an interesting lack of wolves. They were suggesting that you put a bounty out on rats.
Yes, I did notice a fair bit of rats around the town when I was walking around.
They also said something about the Fae knowing ways to ward against rats, so we should keep that in mind when we go speak with them. Perhaps they might also know something about what's going on with the wolves.
Sounds like a good plan.
Oh, well, which would you like to do first?
Well, since we are here, we can definitely help with the rat problem. Put up a bounty so people can do that and help get rid of these vermin.
All right, after you.
All right, so how high do you set the bounty for rats?
And how will you pay them?
I mean, Gerard does have. Well, he doesn't have really gold on me. He does have cash on him, but I'm pretty sure they're not used to that kind of currency. He'll say, because there's so many of them, I'll say a gold a rat.
A gold a rat. That is a high bounty. And the people will definitely be eager to do so. So they start immediately trying to make rat traps, laying out small bits of food in places where they could easily crush rats. Kids walking around with big sticks, now deliberately hunting down the rats. So that should definitely deter rats for at least a little bit.
Well, I suppose this should definitely solve the problem for now.
Yes, though I still think we should talk to the Fae when we go see them anyways.
But of course.
Should we go there now?
Yes, that sounds like a good idea.
All right, so you take your trip down to the Vistani encampment. That's on the hills south of Valaki. Nothing interesting happens along the way. Up above, you can see the ring of Vistani tents and wagons up on top of the hill. Smoke still coming up from the campfires above. And these little hovels built into the hill down below them. Walking around them back and forth, a variety of different tall, bark-skinned men carrying firewood, bows with arrows, with a variety of different small animal pellets, deer, beaver, all sorts of creatures that would live in this sort of environment. Nobody pays any particular attention to you as you approach.
We'll try to make myself more. I try to announce my presence and as I get close.
All right. So one of the elves approach you as you announce your presence. He's tall, lanky, very thin, almost unnaturally so. As he gives a small bow to you and goes, "Lord Barrington of Valaki, I'm Kaz. I am the leader of the elves. I invite you."
Upon hearing that, he'll give a bow to him.
"I invite you to come dine with us in my hovel."
Would be honored.
And he leads you up the path into his home. Something that does stand out to the both of you is that there are no women and there are no children. Everyone here is male.
Didn't we already read about that?
You've heard saying of it of some sort. So he leads you into this tiny little hovel, which is kind of a nice, roomy inn. He gets a fire going in the fireplace, and he sets out tea and hard bread for you. Make yourselves at home.
Thank you.
He takes a seat, and he just slowly stares down into his tea.
How are things for the elves?
They as they are for almost 500 years.
Is something troubling you?
We've heard the rumors of what you and your companions are up to. We've seen the army, and we've seen you leaving the Amber Temple.
Do not worry. None of us partook in the Amber's gifts.
He looks up at you. I do not smell the taint of the Dark Ones on you. The air is still pure and cleansed of their taste.
We came to make a request as well as an offer.
A request and an offer, a gift given and a gift taken.
As you know, we are moving against Strahd. We require as many allies in this fight as is possible. However, he is not the only one of power in that castle we are moving against. There is also Rahadin. Our offer to you, I kind of look at Barrington, fully aware that I haven't run this by anyone else, is that you be responsible for Rahadin's fate. If he is captured, we release him into your custody.
He greets you with silence, gripping onto his tea. As you're staring at this Fae, you notice the shadows around you have gotten darker, and the flames in the fireplace suddenly burst high and glowing dark green.
While he has committed crimes against the Valley and General, none so grievous as those he has committed against your people.
He killed the children. He killed the women. Our people will die here with no one to take our names afterwards. This valley robs joy. It robs celebration. We have grown bored with these human machinations. We haven't tasted spring in years. And it all goes to Rahadin. He takes his key cup and cracks it in his hands, just completely crushed. That monster. He dares to call himself a kin brother. He dares to call himself a child of the midsummer. Where is summer? It is perpetual winter in these lands. You will give me Rahadin.
Yes, assuming he lives through the encounter.
He will. I will make sure of it. We have unfinished business, me and Rahadin. He broke a most sacred vow not to slay another Fae. At his hands, hundreds of women and children are dead. Hundreds of my brothers, my father, my sister, my wife. You request us to help with your army.
Yes.
Then you will have our archers. We are few in number, but there is no archer better. Each man can hit a walnut from 500 paces away. Have 6 arrows in the air at a time. And each one will be gunning for Rahadin's heart.
Well then, if that is agreed, there is also a smaller favor I had hoped we could discuss with you, as well as an inquiry. There seems to be some sort of disturbance among the rat and wolf populations in the area. Do you have any inclination as to why?
One favor for one favor. Rahadin's sins are great, but it is still one favor. You must do another thing for us.
What do you wish for us?
My sister believed she could make peace with Strahd long ago, before Rahadin slayed us. She tried to bed the devil himself. He killed her, having no desire for one of my kind. Her bones are trapped within the tombs of Ravenloft. When the war is over with Ravenloft, we wish to have those bones back. Men will loot the castle. We demand free passage of her body.
If we are successful, you have my word that you will have them.
Very well. The wolves are not disappearing. They are gathering at Ravenloft. They will be within the woods. Strahd is no fool. He prepares for your incoming army and will smite them before they even arrive. The rats, we do not know. We do not go into the city, but I can tell you how to deter them.
How is that?
He shows you this ritual of pouring a small bowl of cream and placing a string of yarn within the bowl to help simulate and make the rats think there are cats nearby.
Okay. I copied on the ritual.
I will gather up my archers. We will go to your tower.
Thank you.
How many archers, out of curiosity?
They have 30.
30 archers. Elven archers. All right.
Maybe they can teach the ones we have not to be crap.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Did you put in the 20 keepers too?
Well, they're not actually going to be on the front lines with us.
Well, not on the front lines, but I thought the idea was we were going to use them as like, I don't know, almost like reconnaissance.
Reconnaissances, spies, messaging.
I'll
Messages
put
are very important.
20 keepers. Not to be put on the front lines. Question mark. Just in case.
Right. So he very quickly starts gathering up his own bow and these long whitewood arrows as he gathers up his men, and they all fade away into the forest.
Well, Gerard, I suppose that went well.
As well as it was ever going to go.
Then should we report back to the others, tell them about the wolves, plan for that, as well as see if they can help us with the witch?
That sounds like a good idea.
As you prepare to leave the wood elf hovels, these elven hovels, a small group of Astani are waiting at the bottom of the road. There are 5 of them. The one leading them is very tall, very broad. Gerard and Daisy, you recognize him as Lovish, the one who was whipping the Vistani the first time you came here.
Hello again.
Oh, so it's all hellos now, is it?
Is there another greeting that is more customary among Vistani?
Not necessarily among Vistani. He kind of motions to his men, and they both kind of like the four of them kind of flank either side of you two. The word on the grapevine is there's a large group of people gathering up towards the lake past Vistani, past Vlaki. Oh gosh, I don't know what is with me today.
Yeah, because you said it's Vistani when I think you mentioned Fae, and then you suddenly switched to the Fae. I'm like, wait, I thought, what? Where are we going?
Yeah, I know. I'm all over the place. I don't know why. I'm just having slips of the tongue real bad.
No problem.
So he's got his thugs now flanking the two of you.
And what business would that be of yours?
Oh, well, you see, right now, it's my business to make sure that stops. The master doesn't quite like the idea of having to kill so many of his subjects.
That's
And-
funny. Considering he wants us to meet with him himself.
Yeah. Are you going to go meet with him? It doesn't sure look like you're meeting up for a dinner party.
We were invited by Strahd himself.
So why aren't you at the castle then?
Where do you think we're going to be heading soon?
All right.
You wouldn't want to interfere with Strahd's plans, would you? I can't imagine what he would do when he's actually angry at somebody. What evil things he could do.
That is probably going to be an intimidation or a persuasion, whichever one you actually have.
I will use luck to make that a success, so I succeed.
What did you roll out of what?
62 out of 60, so I don't have to use much luck.
Yep. So 2 points of luck, and Lovish is kind of going to grimace. Go. Well, damn it! Makes sense. Tell you what, we're going to let you go this time, but you're going to want to be heading on out to the castle real soon.
Don't
There
worry.
we go.
We plan on it.
So he kind of steps to the side and lets the two of you go.
He kind of does like an aggressive flexing of the coat. Like, let us go, Miss Daisy.
Of course, Lord Barrington.
We'll walk past.
All right. So as you walk past one of the guards, one of these Vistani, lean into Lovish, and you can hear briefly, Aragal told us to just send the message. Lovish goes, I think they got the message. Hurry up, we need to set up camp. And 5 of them walk back up to the Vistani.
Okay, so we're just traveling back to the tower now?
Are you guys going back to the tower, or do you... You
Back
guys
to the
got-
What
tower.
about the swamp? You had all the stuff.
Are we going to the swamp on our own? I mean, we can. If you
I don't know.
want.
I wasn't sure what was going on. It's like,
Well, I was going to get Matthew and Lexi on board if they wanted to.
Yeah, I think that's probably a better idea.
All right. Do you guys go back into Vlaki by any chance?
I mean, if it's on the way, yeah.
It is on the way, pretty much. Vlaki's almost the center of the valley, so. All right. That's going to be a problem. Let me get her stats.
Uh-oh.
Entirely too much preparation going on. I'm very concerned.
Yeah, you probably should be.
He wrote another NPC you have to kill.
Except we don't even have dynamite.
That's right, Matthew Moore isn't there to kill him for you.
Or Matthew's dye necklace.
It's pretty good.
Yep.
Yeah,
So
pretty good die.
this creature is not at all quiet as it comes rushing towards you. This horrific human with bat-like wings and spider mouths. These spider mandibles that replace her teeth and mouth. Arms that are bat-like wings and cloven hoof in place of her right foot. And she comes barreling down the path at Barrington. Barrington, I'm going to allow you a reaction so you can roll a dex to see if she gets on you before you can react.
I succeed.
All right, so Barrington, I'll allow you one action to stop Maraza.
Since I'm dodging out of the way, I'll kind of, as I'm barreling out of the way, I'll take out the sword and kind of do like a sideward glancing slash with the sword.
All right, that's going to have to be a roll. You're doing a dodge roll, so you're going to have to roll your dodge first. Compared to her attack, ooh.
Extreme success. I rolled a 3.
Oh, that's a extreme. So yeah, you definitely get your sword swing in there if you want.
Yep, I will definitely take it. Hopefully I can hit.
Whatever it is, kill it now.
Is it the crazy lady that we failed to kill when we blew up that one place?
No.
Okay.
So this is the insane Bellevue that was in the Abbey's courtyard.
The one that was chained up.
Yes.
Oh, that's why we didn't kill that one. Whoops.
And that chain is still visible hanging around her neck.
I will use luck to make that a hit. I
Alright.
rolled 25 over 10, so I make that a hit.
All right, she rolled a 73 for her own dodge, so that is indeed a hit.
So 5 damage.
5 damage. All right, so she takes 5 points of damage as she lets out a screech, red blood coming out of her. Daisy, I'll allow you a reaction.
So is he relatively far away from it now?
No, she's basically like within 5 feet of it. So like they're right next to each other.
Okay, so shouldn't shoot at it. Is there a branch nearby?
Yeah, there's like a branch. It's got pine needles on it.
Okay, if it's sufficiently sturdy enough, I'm gonna try to poke it through one of her wings.
All right.
What kind of roll am I making for this?
That's going to be a melee roll. There should be a stat for it.
Is there?
Sounds
Fighting brawl, I see.
Fighting brawl, yeah.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, there's a bunch of different fightings, and they're all at various levels. Let's see, hand to hand. That's something.
51, so nope.
No. She does not. She dodges, so you do not manage to put that tree branch through her wings. Which brings us back to the top at her. She's going to try to go at Gerard again. Going to try to come at you with the wings, try to knock you down on the ground. All right, so you easily step to the side of that one as she comes, just this mad raving of spider saliva and fur from her bat-like wings as she's just tossing all over the place. Barrington.
All right, I'm going to attempt to take another swing.
All right.
That will hit again.
Oh, she gets to dodge. So. What was your roll?
I rolled a 10.
Okay, yeah, you hit her.
For 3 damage only.
Only 3 damage. All right. And Daisy?
Let's see. Did either of us have... Gerard, did you have anything to start fires?
I do not, unfortunately.
Oh, okay. I guess I will just try to poke at her again then.
All right. Try to club her with this branch.
Well, I'm specifically trying to pierce her wing,
All right.
since bat wings are pretty thin. 23, so that is a success.
All right. So we'll say it's a D4 of damage. So
Okay, let me locate a d4, sorry. There we go. 2.
Dude, so you pierce through her wing. There's a nasty ripping sound as the soft leatheriness tears, leaving a big, large gash in it, and she lets out a screech. She will use this turn to run away. So she's off into the woods, crashing through it. Mad flaps that only get her off the ground for just a short bit. You see her crashing through different pine trees and whatnot as she runs away. Do you two do anything?
I'm definitely not chasing after her.
Nope.
Yeah.
All right. And she gets away to torment you another day. All right.
Okay.
Nothing to say about that? You know, you guys can't talk to one another too, right?
Have we seen that before, or just?
Yeah, both of you have seen that
lesbian-
before.
Oh, have we? Okay.
Yeah, you've seen her before. You recognize her from the Abbey.
Oh, okay, so that's why there was no sanity check.
Yeah.
Well, seems she got loose.
Yeah, don't know why she was so intent on tracking us down and trying to kill us. Oh, wait, no, I take that back. I know why.
Why?
Well, because the father's dead, and well, we weren't the ones who did it, but we kind of know the people who did.
She doesn't really seem. I don't know.
Yeah, then again, she could just
Enough.
be crazy.
I think she was just hunting. Seems like she's more animal than anything else, which is probably why she ran away when she got hurt. Which maybe then we've dissuaded her from attacking other humans if we can convince her that humans are scary things with pointy sticks.
Yeah, perhaps.
All right. You return to Valaki. You teach people this ritual.
Yep.
All right. So the people start spreading around this ritual, leaving out small bowls of cream with a bit of yarn in it. You don't see any immediate effects, but you definitely don't see any rats anywhere near where you are.
Yay.
And then you return to back to the tower. Tracking down Matthew and Alexia is no problem at all. So you guys can discuss the things you have learned.
Well, they were going to do their wolf thing, so.
Oh, you guys are heading out to do the wolf thing immediately?
Well, we were waiting for our silver bullets and other stuff.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, his silver knuckles and my silver bullets.
I will
Why
spend
did you
I will spend the day looking for Wolfsbane though.
Wolfsbane? You're unable to find any Wolfsbane this close to the camp. But Van Richten has already given you like a jar of it.
Okay.
I do remember that from the last game.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if he like had like a whole bunch or just like a little bit more, and we were gonna find a whole bunch later, or what was.
You're gonna have to find a whole bunch later, but it's got enough to do what you need to do tonight, basically.
Okay. Or when we leave. Yeah.
I've just been sulking about in my tent.
Sad boy hours.
It is the sad boy hours for Matthew Moore. He's just drinking.
Ooh, that's going to be Constitution then.
Oh, all right. What's my Constitution? That is a 30 against a 45, so success.
Not drunk.
Not drunk.
That's good. You don't want to go into a battle drunk.
Yeah.
Do not operate firearms while drunk, people. Does not end well. To let you know, Matthew, you do get 4 silver bullets at the end of the night. That's how many they were able to make.
For which one? For rifle or the shotgun?
For rifle.
Rifle, okay.
Yeah, it asked specifically for rifle, I remember.
Yeah, rifle and the shotgun was the ones they said they could make them for.
Yeah.
I had them marked down. So
then you got 2 rounds for the shotgun as well.
excellent. So where should I write? I'll just write 4 next to it. 4 and 2.
And Alexi, they do have your silver knuckles.
Yay.
They're a little bit cruder than you would wish, but they'll get the job done.
That's fine. I'm not sure what extra damage they would do on werewolves, but I did write down the stats for brass knuckles.
They don't do extra damage. They just actually do damage. Nothing else would do damage.
Oh, just my damage bonus then, or what?
Yeah, so it would just be whatever the brass knuckles would be in the book.
Okay. I figured since silver would hurt werewolves more, but whatever. Whatever works.
No, werewolves can't be hurt by anything that isn't silver. Like
that's what I meant.
Apparently, the logic is you could cut off their head and that still won't kill them.
What?
Nothing short of like complete disintegration.
Try. Can they make us? Can they make me a silver bayonet then, or something? That's
If you had wanted that to be a thing, you can load up with a silver bayonet.
all right. I guess I'll ask them to make that then too, because I didn't know that.
We'll retcon and say that because that would have been explained to you guys. I thought I had made that clear, so that's my bad moment. So you also got a silver bayonet, Matthew.
Okay.
Just in case this goes down bad.
Yeah, just in case. What kind of? I guess how long is this? Is this an 8-inch bayonet or 12-inch? I have no idea.
8-inch.
8-inch. Okay.
Gotta be sparing with that silver.
8-inch. I mean, 8 inches is long, but
It's a long knife to stick in someone.
silver. Yeah. Now I got an 8-inch regular bayonet and an 8-inch silver bayonet. Ooh. Fancy.
Yep.
And not a lot of bullets for fighting werewolves, but we'll manage.
All right. So you're locked. You're loaded. Do you depart before Barrington and Daisy come back, or do you guys want to stay to see if they come back tonight?
Well, we're not leaving in the middle of the night, so.
All right. So Daisy and Barrington do get back before you guys depart.
Matthew, Alexi, we have another fight before the battle with Strahd, I'm afraid.
Oh?
Yes. The Keepers of the Crow will help us, and their crows could be extremely useful in sending messages to each other, but only if we free the crows that are currently being held by the witch that lives in the bog.
Keepers of the Feather, ravens.
Words and things.
Yeah, how dare you mess up words?
They're wannabe crows. Wannabe crows.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Poor dears. They're trying their best, okay?
We're all of us seem to be all over the place.
None of them have a doctor, just a bachelor's.
Okay.
That was just a dumb joke. I'm sorry.
It took
was
us
a
9
great
games to make a Dr. Crow joke about the ravens.
Only 9. At least it's not 10.
I'm proud of us. Anyways.
Okay. Do you also tell them about anything else you've learned? Because arriving shortly before you were a bunch of elves.
Oh, yeah. And also, if you hadn't noticed, we have secured the help of the elves. In return for if Rahadin is captured, he is to be in their custody.
Fine by me, as long as he's out of our hair.
Yeah, as long as they kill him.
Yes, they might do several things before that, but I assume that will be the end result.
That's fine by me. He has it coming.
Yep.
Does anything else happen?
There are a large amount of rats, which Barrington has put out a bounty for, 1 gold rat. And it would seem as though all of the wolves are gathering to defend Castle Ravenloft.
Like werewolves or regular wolves?
Regular wolves. Yes, sorry, I struggled with the distinction as well.
Well, that's just more things to kill, and I think the common soldier will be more than glad to kill regular wolves than the undead.
Perhaps also, well, wolves are easier to set traps for than humans. Gerard bought a large quantity of bear traps for the witch, but I believe such tactics could also be used against the wolves. Set up a line of bear traps, bait them into it.
Yeah, it's hard to figure out what would work on a witch. So I initially had told the bartender the house might have some power, which he said it might. So I got grabbed and he pulled it, would show the bottle of wine. Well, I have an idea of how to get her out of it.
Set the place on fire?
I mean,
Aren't
it
the
is a
crows
swamp. The
ravens?
swamp is. Oh, but I thought they were all dead inside, or they.
I believe they're caged.
They are caged.
Okay, never mind then. Well, if we manage to get her out of the house, we can string up a bunch of bear traps outside to kind of keep her. Being a swamp, it would be hard to spot. I would say.
Well, I'm sure we'll think of something when we get to it, but I think tomorrow we'll have to get Alexi to fight his fight with the werewolf alpha.
Which I'm not looking forward to. Or at least I'm
Also,
nervous.
Strahd seems to have decided to be more pushy about his dinner invitation. We were stopped by a group of Vistani, the ones that have their camp just south of Alaki. They insinuated that were we not to go, we would be forced to.
I'd like to see them try.
Yes, certainly when we have an army at our backs, though if just the 4 of us go off to this swamp, that could provide an opportunity if a large enough group tried to bother us.
Again, I like to see them try.
Well, at least one of us is confident.
Well, if dinner or the witch is a bit more of a pressing matter, then I'll go with you wherever you need to.
I think the dinner should wait until we're actually ready to march out on Strahd. Because, again, it's a good distraction for someone else to keep the gate open for the army.
Yes, we could That's an even easier way to get me in. Just say that I was the only one to accept his invitation because of my past loyalty. Maybe I tell them I think you aren't going to succeed, and so I'm hoping to get back in Strahd's good graces.
Possibly, but don't forget about the spell of invisibility. We're on a
We can't
date.
poison you.
Yeah.
True.
Although I'm sure if Strahd wanted to have us poisoned, he would have put it in the envelope.
Well, it is nice to know that we have so many different ways into the castle, either way.
Do you have any way of letting us know if something happens, or?
Yes, as it were. That was part of my agreement with the Keepers of the Feather. Yeah? Yeah? Did I get it right?
Yes.
Yes!
Yeah.
Hooray!
There is a raven that I have perhaps bonded with, is the best way to put it. Anyways, I can understand her in a manner of speaking, and she can understand me, so I can, as well as any of the Keepers of the Feather, so I can send messages easily. So long as I am outside, that is. Although, perhaps since I can communicate with her, I can convince her to perch quietly on my shoulder and cast an invisibility spell on her as well.
I mean, talking to Esmeralda, she can turn invisible too while we all do our dinner.
Which would give her time, perhaps, to free some of the prisoners and humans that I was worried would end up being collateral.
Mm-hmm. Free the alpha.
The Alpha, as well as the accountant. I would suggest freeing Gertruda as well, but I'm worried she might sound an alarm. And then, of course, there's also the toy maker.
Are they probably Alpha and the accountant because they're in the dungeons from what you've told us. They're in the same spot. It'd be harder to get
No,
all.
the accountant is in an office across from the study.
Ah,
Would we even be able to get to them while we are?
Us? No, Esmeralda, potentially.
maybe only one of them. Well, those are problems for later. Right now, Alexa, you gotta go prepare for your fight. I think. I don't know what time it is.
Or should we? Should we handle the witch first, though?
Which one's the more, I guess, pressing concern? Did I know you challenged the wolf? Did the wolf give you a date of when you need to fight?
I think I'm just supposed to show up and say, "Hey, I want to fight you." So I think that's on me.
Okay. I guess we could go deal with this witch then if we want to, or
I think that would be for the best. After all, the ravens could be in danger.
now
They did say she likes to kill them.
Okay. Now, is there anyone who knows magic that we can bring with us?
Esmeralda.
All right, Esmeralda. Anyone else? Van Richten.
Also, I could very well be easily, maimed or killed in my fight. So maybe we could put that off a little bit.
Not looking forward to that.
Don't worry, I will be around to help you, because I got a plan, sort of. That's why I was more focused on getting bullets for the rifle because of its range. So if anything happens...
Don't worry, he's only going to let you get half maimed.
You'll only be mostly dead. There's a difference between all dead and only mostly dead.
Of course,
So-
we'll cheat.
Because that's going to go well.
Probably not.
I mean, if they cheat, if they try to cheat though, then yeah, I'll stop them too. But yeah, I guess if that's the witch plan, so I guess yeah.
All right. So tomorrow morning, you gather up Esmeralda and Van Richten and tell them the plan.
Yeah, someone does. I won't though. Someone will.
I will.
All right.
Wait. Okay, yeah.
And so Esmeralda, she's looking at you and goes, "You're going to hunt a witch in the swamp."
Yes, so it would seem.
It's not the craziest thing I've ever done. She loads up her hand axe. She's got her rapier. Ties a cloak around her and goes, "I'm ready to go." Van
Alright, then.
Richten, on the other hand, takes about 2 hours just to get ready, and he comes loaded with all these counter charms and talismans, good luck charms, all sorts of variety of different things.
I take it you have experience with witches?
Curses, plights, plagues, boils, fevers, dark magics. I've dealt with witches before.
Good. That should be useful.
Who has the sword of Sergei?
That's a good question.
It's either Alexi or Matthew.
I thought it was Alexi, but
Well, did we take it? Did we get it back though, or did we just hand it over to?
Yeah, you got it back.
Okay. Either one of us, I guess. So.
But yeah, just want to make sure we bring that with us because that seems like a pretty powerful tool to use against a witch. So yeah, put it in a satchel so that way you're not touching it for the emotions, and then yeah, bring that with us.
well, or we could bring someone who we don't think will be affected by the emotions.
I think everyone was affected by it though.
Everyone's affected by it.
Well, yeah, but didn't we say that there was supposed to be someone who would be able to overcome the like vengeance drive thing?
Yeah,
I was assuming
that
it
was
was
a thing.
Periwinkle, but
Yeah, I was kind of thinking Periwinkle too.
Periwinkle?
Well, let's have him hold it.
Periwinkle holds it and goes, "Oh, that feels weird." Stuffs it in a bell flute.
Do you feel vengeful?
Nope.
No? Well,
I feel
come with
kind of
us.
hungry.
Well, we'll give you some food on the way. Come with us.
Okay, so so he's probably that's why he's part of the prophecy and whatnot because he's not affected by the sword. So he's getting the sword when he fights Strahd.
Yep, keep him close to us. Alright, so we got Periwinkle, Esmeralda, and Van Richten with us on this quest to kill a witch.
All right. So Van Richten's flipping through his notes and goes, "I've done some study on this witch in the swamp. Knowledge is power." Let's see here. Where is her chapter? Because she gets a whole chapter just to herself.
you know you're going up against a main villain when.
I mean, so did the cult had their own chapter, the
Yeah.
Nikolai had his own chapter, and that didn't turn out too well for them.
Oh. Well, maybe you're just too OP.
No, I just don't think they were expecting dynamite. What?
Is anyone ever really expecting dynamite?
No, I don't think it was. I mean, it was in Esmeralda's wagon. And I'm like, oh, we're definitely taking that. And we took it. I don't think anyone expected what we'll use it for.
Killing a bunch of minor villains and blowing up a house.
Yep. And it worked out spectacularly.
Alright. So, what I was able to tell is that Baba Lysaga has strong ties to Strahd von Zarovich. Apparently, and this is according to Vistani myths, Lysaga is the nursemaid for Queen Ravona.
Queen who?
The Strahd's mother.
I see.
She was his. Lysaga would be her midwife. Apparently, she was banished from one of these disturbing reports was casting spells upon Strahd as he was a baby. Essentially placing some sort of spark of magic within him.
I see.
From what I understand, she is a worshiper of the Night Mother. And captures of these ravens. She has some sort of servants with her as well.
And who's the Night Mother?
Some sort of pagan deity that predates the arrival of the Lord of the Sun.
Evidently, the wolves worship it as well.
So is she unholy then, or?
No, she's very much human.
Okay, so the medallion won't work on her.
I have forgotten what the name of the two gods in the setting are.
But the medallion won't work on her, right? Or
No, the medallion will not work on her.
Okay.
The Morning Lord. How did I forget that? All right. As you approach into the swamp going south past Valaki, do you guys stop in Valaki for anything?
Unless we need to.
I don't think we need anything from there, but...
All right.
If anything, just to stop by to pay some people their goals for all the rats.
All right.
Like if he goes, I guess if he goes in, I'm keeping my distance from Valaki. I don't think they want to see me.
All right. Barrington, you are disturbed to find that nobody is coming up to collect the gold, and that rats have easily quadrupled since the last night.
Okay, this is disturbing. Definitely will go around asking the various citizens what's going on.
So the information you're able to gather is that apparently the charms that have been put up, the wards, a number of them have been found disturbed. Like somebody had taken the bowl, just tipped out all the cream, tossed it off to the side, whatnot. And then a couple of the people who were most successful at hunting the rats have been found murdered.
Aha. Okay, I will definitely leave the town and go back and find Alexei and Matthew and let them know that there's something bigger at hand here than just simply rats.
Oh, great.
Oh boy. I'm sure the town will be happy to see us again.
He kind of like, well, we need to figure out what's at the bottom of this because people are being now murdered, the rats have quadrupled. Somebody's going out of their way to try to drive these people out of Valaki, and Need to figure out who.
Well, call a town meeting then. Get everyone out in the open. Find the culprit that way. If
First,
it's human.
First thing I want to do is find one of the people who've been murdered.
All right. So you find one of the people that has been murdered.
Yeah, I want to know. Is it obvious how they were killed?
Medicine check.
Oh, should have asked someone else to do that. All right, but I can just.
Do you want us to roll medicine too? I assume we're with you at this point then, or...
Please do. I have a medicine of 1.
Okay. Where's my medicine?
Yeah, Gerard doesn't have any medicine at all.
I don't have good medicine either, so... Yeah, nope. Would something else, other side, like survival, would that be... would that be better, or...
Potentially. What is Daisy's medicine?
46, but I rolled a 56.
All right.
I could potentially push it under with luck if we really, really need to.
Yeah, it's unimportant. And,
Well, I think it's pretty important. That's what I was saying, like, survival would...
First aid, would that help?
Yeah, first aid would work. I would also allow survival.
Okay.
That's a 93 out of me.
Oh, God. I'm going to have to spend some luck, but yeah, I'll make it success.
All right. How much luck did you spend?
5.
Okay.
So I'm at...
You guys are starting to get a little low on luck there, aren't you?
Not really. 47 minus 5, so...
I still got like 48.
Yeah, I'm at 42.
I've
Really
got 37.
conservative.
I'm kind of low, but
I'm going to have to start stepping up my game.
Really? That's like I
good.
just been conserving my luck, so...
All right. So, looking at the body of the corpse, what is blaringly obvious to everyone involved is that this person was chewed on by rats all over the place, especially around the wrist and the ankles. Matthew, what you're able to tell that wouldn't be noticed on first glance is that this person was stabbed in the side of the neck, where rats have completely chewed and tore away much of the skin.
By like a knife, or...
Yeah, a knife. A dagger.
All right. So, all right. It is most likely then human is what we're dealing with.
is Van Richten still with us?
Yes.
We've seen much of the way of various forms of people as werewolves and stuff like that. There wouldn't be a person that could be also rat, would there?
No, not as far as I know. It's called lycanthropes.
Alright, so I'm trying to figure out why someone would be so okay with allowing rats to try to take over a town.
Van Richten thinks about it and goes, rats are rumored to also be the eyes and ears of Strahd. Rats, bats, wolves.
I see, so...
And not every human in this valley is okay with us taking on Strahd.
Didn't you say you got in trouble with the Vistani? Could it be that person?
I thought they were Velaki.
Yeah, the rats are in Velaki.
No, talking about the five guys who tried to jump us.
No,
They
that
were
was not in
Vistani.
Velaki. No, that was outside of the Vistani camp where the elves were.
Right, okay.
Like, it's not far travel if they really wanted to.
Yeah, it's not very far at all.
Especially if they saw you come out of the camp with the elves, they can make assumption that the elves give you helpful hints. But regardless, I think you should call a town meeting and get everyone in the town square so we could see everyone.
Alright, I suggest you two kind of lay low for a bit. We don't want them to seeing you.
Oh, I think it'll be fine now. We told them what would happen if something like this were to happen, so it's like, hey, guess what?
Alright, but I will make my way to town
back.
town hall and kind of like ring like the bell or whatever there is to kind of like call a meeting or whatever.
So town hall is actually the church. So that's been useful for you guys.
It's
What you do call the meeting, and a number of people have popped up. They have arrived.
Any of them
you
look
watch-
familiar?
I mean, you've recognized a few of these faces around town.
I meant that as in, and do any of them look like the guys who tried to jump us?
No, none of them are Vistani.
That's okay, because this is good. Because obviously, since almost everyone's here, that gives us, since you wanted me and Alexi and Matthew to lay low, we can go house to house real quick to see what's going up while you keep the town distracted.
Yeah, and then basically Gerard is going to do that. Basically, he's going to just talk about what's going on in the town, try to get people's information as to what's going on. He's going to not play up the fact that although the fact that they probably know that people have been murdered.
Yeah, people know people got murdered.
And that somebody is deliberately trying to sabotage our efforts to stop the rats.
All right. So that's got people kind of muttering in confusion, scared. As Alexi and Matthew, you start going door to door.
Yes.
All right. You are very much aware that's going to be woefully ineffective. There are just too many buildings in Vlaki to do that.
Yes, but we can ask the guy, the blue feathered man, and were suspects, I guess. Where would the most likely building people who might kill sympathizers of Strahd, that kind of thing? Like, where would they be located in Vlaki, and sort of narrow it down for us?
Have the Ravens told them anything?
Ravens have told them anything. All right. Well, you got to keep her of the feather with you. Daisy, did you ever tell them about that?
Well, she said she had a raven she bonded with,
Yeah.
so she didn't fully elaborate, but
So if you want, you can send out Maria to scout around with you.
Okay. Is she like around? Do I?
Oh yeah, she's like with you all times now.
Oh, okay. Marina, do you think you could scout the area for us?
Call. And she flaps her wings and starts flying around the city a couple of times. And she comes back in about 10 minutes, and she's able to tell you that there are a number of people. She's counted 5 of them, kind of wandering around town on the other side. And they are deliberately going through and flipping over those wards and scurrying about, trying hard not to be seen.
Well, it's not going to work out too well for them.
Yeah, so I relay it to everyone else, and shall we go deal with that then?
most certainly.
Yep.
All right. So Van Richten, Esmeralda, and Periwinkle follow.
All right. Yeah, I forgot they were with us.
You got a posse with you.
This is bringing back flashbacks.
This was originally a witch hunt. Now it's just
A rat race.
Hunting cults, hunting necromancers. Now we're hunting people who like to meddle with rats.
All right. So spot hidden around the area where all this is going down.
25, which is a
Nice.
success.
spot hidden. Nope.
Do we all need to roll it? I mean, he got
No, just one of you needs to
Okay.
roll it.
So, success.
Success. So Matthew, as you're kind of wandering around, you see when these people, Maria, had told you all about. They've seen you, and they are quickly kind of like piling up into a building trying to hide, but you see them as they go in.
So we know what building they're in.
Yep.
All right. Gonna do some intimidation where walking up to the door with the dynamite and just
Oh god!
Oh shit!
I had a sinking suspicion like he's not gonna blow them up, is he? He's not gonna.
No, no,
Yep,
no.
he's going to blow them up.
no. I'm just gonna rattle on the door and say, knock knock. Now we've been through this before. You could come out now, or I could come in real quick. It's your choice, but you got like 3 seconds to decide, and if you say anything else, it's gonna get ugly. So, intimidate.
Can I like creep over to a side window?
Holy crap, that's a 6.
Absolutely. Oh shit!
Get fucked.
I'm gonna creep over to a side window, just try to peer in and
Make sure.
see what they're doing. Unless I need to like roll stealth or something.
Stealth would be appreciated.
Okay, stealth roll. Not gonna be good. Nope. That is a 94 out of 20.
All right. So, Alexi, you peer in through one of these side windows. And immediately, you're looking at another guy with a crossbow pointed at you.
Oh crap!
And the only reason he doesn't shoot is because you hear Matthew go, "I can come in there real fast."
Yeah, I got dynamite. You ever hear
So
the
he's
tale
looking
of-
at you, Alexi, as you're staring down his crossbow on the other side of this window. As he's kind of like,
No, it's like I just kind of like quietly gesture, like point my thumb towards the door, and it's like, you better answer him.
All right. You start seeing people arguing and complaining in the room as they're kind of like shouting at one another. Matthew, you can start to hear this too. It's like, I didn't know that one was going to show up. That one's insane.
What was the people that we killed? I forget their names off the top of my head.
Lady Watcher and Victor.
Yeah. You ever hear the tale of Lady Watcher? You know what happened to her?
You know what happened to Nikolai after that?
Yeah. It didn't turn out too well for them. So, if this door doesn't open in the next like 10 seconds, we're coming in.
All right, there's more shouting. Lexi, you're peering in through that window. You see the guy with the crossbow turn to another person and shoot them. Because that person was he's a diehard. He's like, no, we're gonna stay and fight for and they quickly all just turn on one another and start killing each other.
Like,
So,
it's like as soon as I start seeing this, like I just kind of, quick. It's like I just kind of go over to this, like it's like just keep saying things. This is hilarious. And just
oh god, what else do I say? What about the 2 guards in front of the house? I don't know if they were part of the cult, but good lord, you should have seen their bodies when they exploded. Whew.
Make another intimidation.
Yeah, they went all over the place. I don't think they even cleaned them up yet. Not as good, 58, but it's still a success.
All right, so 4 become 2, and those 2 agree to just surrender themselves.
Was one of them the crossbow dude?
Yes.
All right. Did they open the door then?
Yes.
All right. I'm glad someone made it. What the fuck happened back there? Aren't there like 6 of you?
There were 5 of them.
5. Well, I'm glad you've come to some sort of understanding. So, I guess come out with your hands above your heads.
All right, they do come out.
So, I guess we got some questions now as to who are you serving and why? The standard stuff. You know what I want to know, sir. Or sirs.
So both of these guys, they look up at you and go, we are still loyal to the true lord of this valley. You will not be able to overthrow him.
So that's who you're serving? There's no other higher up somewhere hiding behind the door?
I don't think it gets much higher in this valley than Strahd.
So was there? I mean, like, was there a courier? Did anyone tell you how to do this? Or
No middle management guy.
yeah.
We will never betray the leader.
Oh, so there is a leader. Well, are the hands still in the air?
Essentially, Esmeralda has them like on their knees, hands behind their backs and whatnot.
Oh, okay.
So
Matthew Moore's a little bit depressed and he's more bloodthirsty than normal. So he's just gonna take the bayonet. At first, he's just gonna lay it on one of the shoulders, like, okay. So, please just tell me what I want to know now. Otherwise, it's gonna get ugly real quick. And I am only gonna ask this once. And if you don't answer it, I'm just gonna keep cutting it off body parts, things that you will most certainly miss.
Are you okay?
No, I am not okay. Alexei, I am far from it. Now, who's your leader and where can we find him?
So he looks at the bayonet. He looks up at you. Make a persuasion. A charm, or intimidation.
I don't much. My good sir, look at this bayonet. I would not like to get it dirty upon this day.
Hey, big guy, you want this big long knife right deep inside you, don't you? I didn't think so.
Persuade. 38, which is a success. I have 70 for persuade.
All right. He looks at you and goes, "I believe you." So, about 3 days ago, a druid arrived in the town. He climbed over the walls.
A druid? I thought we killed them all.
He talked about how he witnessed he managed to escape the fall at Yester Hill. He wasn't with the main group.
Oh,
Has it been 3 weeks?
It's only been like 1 week. He said 3 days.
Oh, okay. I thought you said 3 weeks. It's like he showed up 3 weeks ago. I'm like, wait, what? Okay.
That would make sense then. Yeah, but yeah. Anyways, 3 days. Okay.
After he arrived, the brides of Strahd arrived in town using tactics. The chosen have been taken off to Castle Ravenloft to become vampires under Strahd. Those of us that remain have divided up into splinter groups. We don't know where the others are.
Are they telling the truth? Is that the truth? The whole truth, sir? Are you lying to me?
Please, that's all I know.
So where's your druid buddy?
We don't know. We report to one above us, and he reports to the druid.
Where's the one above you, then?
He's the East Gate guard. That's how the vampires were able to come into town and leave without being noticed.
Oh, yes, that certainly does explain a lot.
All right. Where's the East Guard at, then? Is he guarding right now, or is he at the town hall?
I believe he's guarding right now.
All right. Let's go say hello, except you two. I don't think you should accompany.
Let's see. Who should escort them to a prison of some sort? I don't know.
Esmeralda looks at Wimple. Goes, take these two towards the stocks. Have the guards there lock them up.
I don't know if Periwimple.
He's strong. He can fight.
He's simple.
He's important.
That too. He has the sword. That's like, I don't want anything bad to happen to him.
I'll do it.
Okay.
But you can fight. If they're tied up, why don't I just do it?
Okay. Anything we could gag him as well, just in case I don't.
Gag them. All right.
Just gag them. Gag them, tie them behind their backs, and then quick whispers. Like, if I don't find you guys in your cell, or if anything happens to Miss Daisy, I will find you, and your deaths will not be quick. Have a nice day.
All Van Richten is also going to go with you, Daisy.
Okay.
Just as some guard.
Yeah. Okay, I feel much better about that now. Sorry.
All right. So Matthew, Alexei, Esmeralda, and Periwinkle head off to the East Gate Guard, which is surprisingly no guard around.
Of course. Survival for tracks, I guess.
All right.
Spot hidden, maybe is like drinking behind a shed or something. I don't know. That is a 56 out of 61. Yeah, 61.
All right.
29 for me, which is a success. So
Looks like, according to the tracks, the most recent tracks lead into the nearby house, the house that's closest to the gates.
all right. How much point in stealth? They probably could see us from there. So I guess let's.
Well, as far as we know, he doesn't know that we found out about his little thing yet. We could just knock on the door.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Hello.
Notice I did not hammer on my table this time.
Yes. All right. So the door creaks open, and you can see this young woman inside. She's peeking through the cracks of the door. Can I help you, sirs?
Yes, we're looking for the guard of the east gate right here. Do you happen to know where he is?
We could use his help.
No, I haven't seen him recently.
Is she lying to me?
Psychology? I'm going to just try to...
Psychology.
Nope. 10% chance, not going to likely.
I'm going to also just put my foot through the door so she can't close it. Ma'am, this is very important. Do you know where he is? He could be in danger.
In danger?
Yes, we have reason to believe that the murders, he may be the one that might be next.
But why would he be part of the murders? He's... I don't know where he's at.
I bring up the tracks. It's like,
yes. Bring up the tracks.
Let's see. Well, there's a set of footprints that lead directly to the house. By the looks of it, they don't seem like yours.
He does live here. He's my husband. Here, come inside. I'll make you some tea.
She could be in on it. Okay, we'll come inside. Esmeralda, keep an eye out. Maybe keep looking around town or around the gate. See if you can find anything else. We'll step inside.
All right. So she walks into the kitchen and goes, please take a seat.
Oh, I'll stand. Thank you. We don't have probably as much time as we would like, because again, these murders have been happening far quicker than I think anyone thinks.
I'll do a listen check.
Yes, I keep talking to her.
That is a 53 out of 56. Do I hear anyone else or anything else?
Spot listen?
Yeah, it's a listen check.
You hear scraping down below.
Down below.
Like something's in the cellar.
I just kind of tap Matthew, like point down, just keep her talking while I try to look for a way down to the cellar.
Mm-hmm. Yep, and I'll just keep talking like, oh yeah, again, we just really want to know where your husband is. These murders, again, we have reason to believe he is next on the list. It seems the guards are now being targeted. Your husband is one of the guards, and one of the more important ones, if I may add, because he is the guard of the East Gate.
Yes, he takes his job with a great deal of pride. She quickly makes you a tea. Roll a spot hidden, Matthew.
Okay. Oh God, 2. Fucking love.
You notice she slips some sort of white powder into your tea before she mixes it up.
Wow. Oh yeah, she knows. All right.
Yeah, she's trying to poison you.
Yeah. Take. I gingerly. Thank you, madam. Thank you. And as it looks like I'm about to drink, I throw it in her face.
All right, so
Make sure
she screams at you.
Make sure I get it in her eyes. I guess so. She has some poison.
All right, make a throw.
Pakistan.
Oh no!
Poison tea.
Oh no! She developed an immunity to iocane powder. Crap! It did nothing.
Blinding hot water.
Shit. 10, 11. God damn.
Shit.
Mwah. Fucking love you.
So she starts screaming. I'll just roll some quick damage here. Oh, she takes a very little amount of damage as she screams and scratches her eyes. Hot tea, whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
As she falls to her knees.
I start looking for that door a little faster because, okay, they're screaming. Hurry up.
Yeah.
So there is a cellar door on the outside. Periwinkle and Esmeralda both come rushing inside when they hear the screaming.
Quick, the cellar. Get.
All right. Periwinkle, big burly man, comes up, just yanks the cellar doors open. And hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of rats start swarming out.
Okay.
That's not good. I don't know any about this though. I'm still inside with the screaming lady.
How long does it take for them to clear out?
It takes about a minute as they scamper over each other, over your legs, over your feet, whatnot.
I make my way inside.
All right. Inside are these. There are what looks like the dried remains of what used to be vegetables, but they have heavily been chewed and snacked on by a variety of different rats, as well as what looks like something hanging from a meat hook. It's vaguely humanoid in shape, but rat chewed to unrecognizable proportions.
Uh-huh. Does it appear to be wearing anything or have any kind of possible signifiers of... Is there any way to ID the body?
He is wearing metal armor breastplate, the similar type of garb that the guards for the gates would be wearing.
I reluctantly unhook the body and drag it over to the outside and start or go ahead and get back to Matthew.
All right.
I guess I just have her on the ground, just sort of tying her up, I guess, behind her hands behind her back, as she's still probably, I assume, tea in her eyes.
Yeah, she's stopped screaming and she's got some pretty nasty burns on her face now.
She just tried to poison me. It's fine though.
So, ma'am, where's your druid friend?
If I tell you, he'll kill me, just like he did my husband.
Yeah, I just saw the results of that. And if you tell us where he is, we'll easily take care of him first.
My husband was thinking about turning himself over. He deserved to die like a traitor. I will not. I am loyal to the devil Strahd.
You killed your husband.
I did not kill him. The druid killed him.
And you did nothing to stop this. You said you're loyal to Strahd.
Strahd is my true master.
So you let your husband die. Your husband, he
was weak.
loved you. What the fuck were you thinking?
Love.
How will you?
Love means nothing when it comes to the master.
Love?
Loyalty to him is all that matters.
He probably loved you, and what did you do? You betrayed him. You just tore out his fucking heart. Look at him. I pull her hair up and make sure she looks at the violet. Look at him. What the fuck were you thinking? He loved you, and this is what he gets for it?
Our marriage was loveless. Do not try to question our ways, outsider.
I guess I'll roll a persuade, saying, it's like if all goes well, it's like your Lord Strahd isn't going to be here anymore. Who will you turn to then? Who will you turn to when all of your fellow supporters are rounded up and dealt with a lot worse than what we will do with you? 26. Yes, that is just above a hard success, or below a hard success.
All right. So she looks at you terrified and goes, "You really think you can beat the master?"
Well, we can beat you. It's like we've done so far. We've dealt with all of your druid friends at the that one hill and at the Wizards of Winery. So, please, if you would, the information. Tell us.
He is hiding out in the coffin maker's shop.
Thank you. I hand her over to Esmeralda. Another one, if you please.
She might be dead in a little bit. Poison tea in her eyes. She might not make it.
Well, I don't know. Maybe she could make her Constitution save. Whatever. Who knows?
Right.
So once we've handed her over to the coffin maker shop.
Yep.
All right.
No.
The two of you and Periwinkle head to the coffin maker shop. It is dark inside the building, and it seems like this street is almost completely abandoned.
Well.
Hello? You've got a body.
No answer.
I checked the door.
Unlocked.
I just quietly open it.
All right. So, lying in the middle of the floor are human bones, completely picked clean of meat.
Does this look like it happened recently, or?
Yeah, they're still like dark reddish brown.
Oh.
This the remains of our druid friend, or?
Probably the Undertaker, or coffin maker.
Actual person.
A few rats do scurry back and forth on the counter, on the floor, and away from the light coming from outside.
I guess spot hidden.
I'll do the same. Nope. That was a 98.
15.
You see muddy footprints, bare footprints, going to the stairs that lead upstairs.
How about, all right, listen then to see if we can hear footsteps upstairs.
Listen, check. That is a 50. I pass.
That's good. But then, yeah, if you pass, then I won't. Yeah, I was 25, but I need to spend luck to make it under. I'm like, ooh, tempting.
You can hear soft chanting from up above.
We might not have much time. I just start going up the stairs.
Wait, Alexei, I hold you like where? Like point to where up on the ceiling?
Up. I don't know the layout of the building, but it's just upstairs.
So yeah, you You can hear upstairs. You can't quite hear downstairs.
Well, it's like if he points to like where on the scene, I could just shoot.
It's somewhere up ahead. He can't tell that much.
Ah, okay. All right, up the
I
stairs.
really rolled like 6 under, so.
All right, then I guess just up the stairs then.
All right.
I wanted to just shoot below, right where he's at, and just hopefully end it quickly.
You just want to pull off a scene from the raid.
Yeah, I do. Oh god, that's such a great movie. Anyways,
All right. So as you approach, complete darkness is up here. But you can see that the rats kind of scurry away from your feet. The center of the upper portion is completely cleared off in this major room. And you can see one druid kind of kneeling in front of these 5 rats in front of him, as he's doing these small chants above them.
Does he notice us?
If he he hasn't acknowledged you.
well, time to wrap up a loose end as I pull the barrel. I shoot him with the shotgun.
All right.
You're just gonna shoot him? Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it could not be mortal, I suppose. You could wound him to a certain degree, but he's chanting. There's this. We don't want to know what's happening, I don't think. That's a 27.
All right. Roll damage.
Where's the 1d10 plus 7? That is 4 plus 7, so 11 points of damage for the first attack. Second attack.
11 is a kill. He's dead.
Oh. All right, I don't have to shoot both barrels of it then.
All right. So as he goes, parts of his body just go flying backwards as he just goes and collapses to the side dead. And then suddenly the 5 rats that he was in front of start convulsing and twitching, slapping down onto the floor. Gruesomely, their bodies start to split, parts of their bones sticking out as they start to grow in size. Each one of these rats grow to about the size of a large dog before feverishly turning at you with rabies-filled eyes, foam hanging from their mouth, as they charge the 3 of you.
Shoot it again. Shoot him now.
Yeah, shoot, die. Yeah, just shoot.
You got the other barrel.
Yep, we got the other barrel, so hopefully one of them will go down. Shoot, 35.
Is it a hit?
Oh yeah, the firearms is 90. So,
right.
Or for the rifle and shotgun is 7 plus 7, so 14.
14. That is a kill on one of the rats. As you see it kind of start twitching and then fall over, its body busting open with flies starting to already cover it. The other 4. Alexi, do you have a go?
Well, I've got my new knucks and whatnot, so I'm gonna punch one of these in the face.
All right.
Oh, that is a 5.
Very nice.
That is a 5.
Oh, do a Kiryu headbutt slam.
Okay, so D3 plus 1 plus a D4.
Holy crap.
Is that it's a total of 5.
All right, so you give one really good body swipe to one of these rats as you just do you get a second attack with knuckles or?
Nah, just the 1.
All right.
It's just me punching, but slightly more damage.
All right. Suddenly there's a lot of light as Periwinkle pulls out the sword. That's a whiff. Whoop. All right, so the last 4 rats all converge on Matthew.
Oh, God. Dodge.
Yep, so you get to roll dodge on 1. Oh, that was real bad.
20.
Yep, so you managed to dodge this one. Then this one.
Wait, didn't I get any bonus damage or whatever because of, it was basically a crit, or no?
Oh yeah, you get to roll your damage die 1 more.
Okay, just the damage die, not the damage bonus or anything. So that, and I drop it. Yeah, there's another 1, so that's a total of 6.
Yep, so it's still alive.
Okay, never mind.
All right. Second one, he gets a bonus die because he outnumbers you.
Ooh, do I need to roll dodge again, or is it
Nope,
just
you do
20?
not get another dodge. You only get a
Ooh.
dodge for 1 opponent.
Ooh.
Ooh, so that is a hefty bite on you.
Ouchie.
You take 4 points of damage. I need you to roll a Constitution.
33, which is a success.
All right. Second one. Third one, actually. I'm sorry. That is a miss on the third one. Wow. And a miss on the fourth one. So one of them managed to get a good bite into your leg. We're back up to top. Matthew.
All right. Ouch. Get the pistol out. Start shooting them with the pistol now.
All right, you do get a disadvantage because you're shooting within melee.
Oh. Oh, so I guess can I back out of melee or?
You got your bayonet. Oh, you can back out of melee.
Yeah. So I guess because I got movement, so I'll back out. And I didn't move last turn. So I'll back out of melee and pull out the pistol and start shooting them.
All right.
Pistol 3 attacks. So first attack is 65, which is a hit.
Are you hitting the one that's already been punched by Alexi, or are you aiming for a fresh one?
I'll aim for a fresh one.
All right.
Probably the one that just bit me.
Okay.
So 8 plus 2, so 10 points of damage.
All right. It is dead. No, I'm sorry. That one's still alive.
Still alive. Okay. Shoot it again.
All right.
For, holy shit, 1.
Damn.
God damn. Do I need the roll, do you think? Or
No, that should kill it.
okay. Yeah. God damn. I love these dice. And then third attack goes for I'll go for another fresh one. I think there's 2 left.
There are 3 left. There was 5. You killed 1. You killed 2. So
Okay.
3 left.
Yeah, then I'll go for another fresh one.
All right.
It is 61,
All right.
which is still a hit. Then 1d10 plus 2, which is 9 plus 2, which is 11.
11, and that one's a kill.
Hooray!
All right. So you managed to kill 2 more of these rats, leaving 2 more.
Yeah.
Alexi.
I hit the one I punched already.
All right.
Come on, finish it off. That is just one above an extreme success
Oh,
at 15.
but it's still hit.
Okay, so... Oh, that hurt a lot more. Oh, shit, I just maxed that out. That's 8 points of damage.
And that is a kill on that rat. So he's managed to punch something nasty out of it, and all the flies start buzzing out of its body.
Ew.
All right. Periwinkle, going to take that sword. Come on, Periwinkle. That's better, Periwinkle. So that is a hit there. So sword does this much damage with this. His bonus die because Periwinkle's a big juggernaut of a man. And Periwinkle manages to kill the last rat.
Yay!
Hooray!
All right. The flies start buzzing out of all the rats' bodies. They deflate. Just now, there's skin and bone. All the flies accumulate and take on a vague form of Strahd von Zarovich.
Oh, son of a gun.
It smiles at you before all the flies disperse.
All
Let's
right.
see. Are there any like sun blinds covering the windows or anything like that?
They're completely boarded up.
Oh, I'm gonna see if I can try to shed some more light in here.
All right, so you shine some misty light from the outside. There is the light from the sun sword, however.
Oh yeah, that's it. So, what do we find in here?
There are a bunch of empty coffins, a couple of bones that have been picked clean, and there is the dead druid. He is completely naked, except for these jewelry made out of rat skulls. Some bracelets, a necklace, piercing in his nose.
Can I do first aid on my leg real quick?
Absolutely.
I will help with my own first aid.
All right.
That is a 49 out of 50. I just barely help.
All right, you gain 1d4.
D4. Oh, I gotta get a D4.
Lex, you can roll it if you want.
Oh yeah, you want to roll that for me?
Yay, maxed it out.
I'm back up to full.
You can tell that the rabies the rats had have not been able to set in.
So good. I'm not gonna turn into Cujo.
Clean this now. Can I do an occult roll? Just see what he was trying to do with all these rats in here?
Yeah. Absolutely.
This is probably not going to be anything, but that is a 92. No.
So no.
I don't know what the hell he was doing, but it's stopped now.
Yeah. Destroy the shrine essentially, and then let's report back to the town hall.
All right. So you regain, basically destroyed this. Make sure this place is cleared out. All the rats seem to be dispersing all over the place.
Yep. I guess we'll take the druid. Should we take the druid's body or just leave it there? Just to show that, yeah, we got the guy. He's dead.
Let's just bring the necklace. Someone can clean up the body later.
Okay. It is in the coffin shop, so shouldn't be too hard. But yeah, just something to bring back. Like, yeah, we found. Yeah, the guy's dead. Your town is safe once again. You're welcome. 3 times.
And we didn't blow anything up.
We could make it more explodey if we really wanted to.
He almost did.
I was not going to use it. I was just a threat. We only got.
Or was it?
No, we only got 3 of these left. I gotta save them.
All right, so you regain a Gerard and a Daisy.
We did. I guess since we went to the prison with Daisy, we probably
It's
got.
not really a prison. It's more of just these stalks out in the open.
Did the one girl survive, or did she die from the poison?
She survived. She didn't drink the poison.
Oh, you have to consume it. Can't just be thrown into your eyes. All right.
Yeah.
I'll just call out to her and like, hey, we found him.
Start jiggling the necklace.
now.
How does she react to that?
She just scowls at you, Alexi.
I just give her a shit-eating grin and continue about my business.
Yep. See you at the gallows. Goodbye.
All right. So Van Richten and Esmeralda join you two as you go back. Do you have anything to say about this, Daisy?
I mean, did they tell me what happened?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll fill everyone in.
Yep.
Including Lord Barrington whenever he gets back from his town meeting.
I was thinking we just show up at the town meeting, give Barrington the necklace, and just tell him it's over.
Okay.
It increases popularity, essentially.
Now, in order to reduce the rat population, we took care of it. Okay, meeting adjourned, everyone. Goodbye.
Yep. It's over. The murderer has been caught. Along with now you can discuss, I guess, what to do with the prisoners. There's a trial. Well, yeah. So we show up at the town hall. I don't know what Barrington's telling them as we walk in.
What are you telling them, Barrington?
Right now, try to increase the town's morale. He would be like basically like almost like school meeting style, like open floor, kind of like say for suggestions of like what for the town would be best for the town.
All right. So everybody is concerned about the rat problem. Another person brings up the fact that they probably need to dig another well soon. Infrastructure, economy, this, economy, that. The supply of the wine has been restored, so that's a good thing. And then that's when Matthew, Alexi come storming in about the rat news.
We're back.
I see, my fine people of Lucky. The rat problem has been solved.
Yay!
That's right. And we didn't blow up any more of your buildings. You're welcome.
They are very appreciative of that.
Almost as much as the rats.
Almost as much as the rats.
You also have 3 prisoners, Barrington, that you probably need to put on trial and whatnot. Murderers, white husband killer, you know, the usual suspects.
Also,
Alright,
we need a new coffin maker.
Oh, yeah. Coffin maker's dead.
Yeah,
And a new guard for the east gate.
He's
We
dead.
didn't do those ones, so that wasn't us.
Yeah. You just start
Yeah,
making a list of like, okay, I need that, need that, need that.
You want to leave that in the hands of the people, the captain of the guard.
Yeah, we'll hold the trial for the guilty people soon. And then, of course, you know, we'll wait a little bit before we start posting job openings for the various jobs I've got. Now have vacancies.
It's 2021 all over again.
Yeah.
Oh God.
More work than people to work it. All right. So with all that said and wrapped up, you guys want to continue on to take on the witch?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Side adventures in Valaki is always fun.
Yeah, killed the rat druid. Now there's no more druids left. They're all dead.
We hope.
We'll see.
Unless there's more in Ravenloft.
I mean, yeah, unless they're like actually in the castle. But as far as we know, they're all dead at this point because she did say there was one survivor. The wife did. I think it was the last survivor. So using those words, it's like we can infer that was the last one. Problem solved.
All right.
Does wearing the rat necklace give us any rat powers?
No.
Boo. Toss the rat necklace aside. Actually, I have no idea. I think I gave it to Barrington. Barrington, now you can wear it and become the Rat King. The Rat Revolution. Come on.
The rat revolution has met a very sudden and abrupt end.
They had the wrong person to lead the revolution. That was their mistake. This necklace belongs to someone else. From another campaign long, long ago. This belonged to the true heir of the Rat Revolution. The Rat Kingdom.
All right. So you're chipped down the Valaki Road, out of the town of Valaki and down south into the swamp, riding past the Vistani encampment where the elves used to live, past Argon Vosthold, and further you continue to go to the I'm sorry?
No, I was you keep going. I thought I was about to ask if it was eventful or uneventful, but no, you keep going. Sorry.
As you continue along, you start to pass up a number of scarecrows.
Okay.
Their sackcloth faces looking at you, stuff filled with hay. The road becomes muddy, boggy, large puddles of standing water, absolutely bitterly cold and humid. where all the rainwater that in Barovia eventually just piles up into this marsh, this bog. And as you continue southward, the number of scarecrows increase as well as the thickness of the fog. Till eventually, off in the distance, you can see this little bit of lamplight coming from a small hut that's placed up on this tree. So it's like it's carved out of the tree itself. The roots of the tree stick the base of it up out of the water, forming this kind of like almost little natural staircase up to the front door. Hanging out of the branches of the tree are these two large silver cases, which are just stuffed, filled with ravens. And floating outside of the hut is this large humanoid-esque skull, half cut off from the lower part of the jaw and mouth, where the brain cavity is hollowed out, and it's floating just outside the door, about 10 feet up in the air.
All right.
That
How
doesn't seem
inviting.
very welcoming.
I was making the joke like, how inviting. It's like, that's home sweet home, I suppose. It's better than an ogre.
Oh, there's also a small fenced-off area filled with goats.
Hello, goats. What did the goats do when they see us?
Meh. Meh.
Okay, so they're just goats. They're not... As far as we know, they're not people that turn into goats. We're not going to, like, Cersei's Island or something like that, where all the people are pigs.
Unless they are goats instead.
Yeah. That's what I was looking for, like, reactions if they're trying to warn us, like, get away, don't turn into a goat. Or something.
Don't turn into a goat.
Don't do it.
The hut
Spot
kind of
hidden?
gives you off the slight reminder of like a gigantic spider, by the way.
Spider.
Spot hidden.
Oh, spothead.
11.
All right. With that 11, you can see in the windows. It looks like shadows of somebody moving around inside. Also, with that 11, as you're looking around trying to find potential hidden traps and dangers, you notice that these scarecrows seem to have snakes withering around inside them.
I bring that up to everybody. That's lovely. Don't touch them.
Yeah. Hopefully they're not venomous.
Oh, they probably are.
I mean, this is Barovia, which is, I assume, Eastern Europe. I don't think they have venomous snakes there. Or as much.
Welcome to Barovia.
Welcome to Barovia. We have it
Now-
all.
Now
Places
we live in
wouldn't typically
Australia.
places wouldn't typically have giant vultures either, but we got
Fair-
those.
A fair point. A fair
We
point.
got werewolves.
They don't have velociraptors, though. Gotta mark it down on that.
You know
Velociraptors.
You are suddenly ambushed by two of them as they unlock the door.
Clever girls.
Well, what do we think is the best way to approach this? Barrington still has his bear traps, I presume?
I don't think so.
Maybe.
Occult roll, maybe that might help. That is an 83. No.
Nope.
Which is the exact flip of what I need. It's just, I have a 38.
Wow.
Well, she was expecting me to come meet her. Maybe I could distract her by asking about magic, and you guys could look for a way to free the birds.
Wait, was this the one? I thought it was the one in the windmills.
It's this one.
Is this one okay?
Well, if you already have an invitation, we might as well use it
Yeah.
to our advantage.
I think it's best if just I go, though. Like I said, if you guys want to be stealthy about looking for a way to free the birds, perhaps setting a trap out here.
Who's best at stealth?
I got a 55 for stealth.
I nominate Nick.
Okay.
Esmeralda will go with you, Nick. Matthew.
All right. He won't say anything, but he'll accept it. All right. I guess I'll roll stealth then.
All right. Roll that stealth.
Roll that stealth. 42.
Ah,
All right. Esmeralda rolled a 39. So
Is that good?
yeah, that's very good.
Okay.
Did you succeed?
Yeah, I succeeded. 42.
All right. So you approach the hut with Daisy. Everybody else keeping their distance. Daisy.
I knock.
Now who could that be knocking at my door at this time of day? You hear this like thud, thud, thud of like a walking cane. As slowly creaking open this door is an old hag. She kind of looks you up and down and goes, "Oh, dear child, are you lost?"
Good evening, ma'am. No, I was sent here by your sisters, actually.
Daughters.
Daughters, yes, my
They
apologies.
have told me about you. Come on in, my dear.
Thank you.
All right. You enter and she closes the door behind you, leaving Matthew and Esmeralda outside.
All right, let's go free these ravens if we can.
All right.
What do you want? Roll stealth again or spot hidden?
Not a spot hidden, not a stealth. You can, with your stealth from before, you're easily able to get up to these cages.
Okay.
Real quick, Daisy, did you bring Maria with you, or did you leave her outside?
I probably left her outside since the witch is all anti-Raven.
Yes. All right. She looks you up and down and goes, "It is very true, my dear. You are a doll."
Yes, I am. Though your daughters seem to believe I still possess the spark necessary for learning magic.
I can see it within you. It's such a shame you have no flesh, but I think I might be able to help with that.
Oh,
The Night Mother is a very powerful being, my dear. Very powerful indeed, and she has bestowed upon me gifts of such power.
you mean you could make me human again?
I can make you a brand new human, yes.
A brand new human? So,
A new body of your choice, of course. It would look like as you do now. A little bit of the sort. But it will be flesh, bone, and blood.
what would be the cost of such an undertaking?
I would require you to be my pupil, of course, and I will teach you, and you will help me around my little hut here. So you're looking around her hut. She has a single bed with a chest at its foot, a table that's filled with all sorts of variety of different equipment, whatnot. You notice one of the knives here are incredibly bloody. There seems to be a writing desk, and there is a copper tub that is filled with blood.
What sorts of things do you do here?
I perform magic rituals and the like. And I can teach you as well.
I see.
And let me ask you, why would you want a spark of magic to be released? What do you hope to gain from it?
Truly, I do wish to be human again. And more than that, I want my husband back.
Now, that one would be hard if he is dead. The Reaper is very greedy of what is his.
Hard, but not impossible.
Not impossible with enough time and training. But of course, you can't use magic if you're not human, now can you?
Then it would be you restoring me to a human body.
That I can do. At least for a temporary short time. But I can teach you the ritual to do it yourself once you are human.
May I ask, what precisely is your relationship with Master Strahd?
Why do you want to know that?
Well, your daughters, they seem to serve him at the castle.
Strahd is my child. My wonderful, beautiful son. True, I may not be his birth mother, but I've raised him more than that trollop, Ravenloft.
I see. I just wanted to ensure where your loyalties lie. You understand.
Of course I do. Any servant of Strahd would want to make sure they continue staying within his good graces.
So I'm buying time. How's the bird freeing going?
Yeah.
So, Matthew,
Yes.
you're looking at this cage. It is a lock on the bottom of the cage. So when you pop it open, the bottom of the cage falls off. It is a padlock.
Okay.
You're going to have to do something to pick the lock on this.
Oh God.
I actually know locksmith, so I'm like, ah, crap, I'm not there.
Can these cages be carried?
Yeah, you can try to climb up into the tree to remove them from where they are.
How many are there?
There are two of them.
Okay.
There is a third one, but it is empty.
Okay. Let's do that then. All right. Climb up the tree. I got climb. I can do that.
Roll a climb check.
What does that say?
Does Esmeralda know how to pick locks?
Oh, I guess that's a good point. But
Yes, she actually does.
all right, let's do that first. But 43, it was a success, but it was a barely a success. Okay, that was close.
Ooh, Esmeralda is able to pick the first one's lock. So it opens and the ravens kind of fall out of it and flutter off and take off into the night.
I hope they do it stealthily.
Daisy, you don't hear that in the hut, but her head suddenly shoots up. Someone is messing with the cages.
The cages?
Those blasted birds, those ravens. Splinter in my son's eye they are, if he does not recognize it. She goes stomping off towards the door. You didn't bring anyone else here with you, did you, child?
No, although Well, there was this strange creature that I met in the woods. It ran off when it realized I wasn't human, but it was part spider, part bat.
Bellevue. Roll persuasion, Daisy. Or fast talk, whichever one you feel like.
Can't roll charm on this.
Charm will work, I guess.
Yay! Let's see, 13. Woohoo!
All right, so she seems to buy that story and goes, I will deal with this creature from the Abbey myself then.
Are you sure you can? It's just that I don't want to insult your power, but it was rather terrifying. I don't want to lose my teacher so soon after finding her.
She kind of stops, looks at you, and goes, yes, if we do not hurry, we may miss our opportunity to turn you human. Very well. She seems to give a snap of her fingers, these green sparks coming off, and goes, my servants will deal with the intruder then. Gerard and Alexi,
Yes.
you start hearing shuffling coming from behind you and around you, heading towards the hut. You suddenly realize the scarecrows are getting up off their perches and making their way towards the hut.
Oh, you've got to be kidding me.
I find somewhere to hide.
All right.
Even if it's just amongst the crops or anything, just not in immediate sight of the
Scarecrows.
any sight of them. Yeah.
The snake scarecrows.
Stealth check or what?
Yep, stealth check from the both of you.
Oh,
and
crap.
roll one for Periwinkle and Van Richten as well.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. They find me.
They find Periwinkle too. Van Richten's gone. What about you, Barrington?
Yeah, I feel.
All right. Van Richten comes out of hiding and goes, oh, you three are useless. And he quickly shoves torches, unlit torches into your hands.
You got a match?
You've been lighting dynamite. You have something.
Well, Nick has them dynamite, so he's
I'm all the way over here.
Van Richten has matches, don't
Yeah,
worry.
I'm like, you should have like a tinderbox. It's like,
He's a pipe smoker. All right, so he quickly lights up his torch, and he lights up yours, and he lights up Periwinkle's and Barrington's. So each of you are armed with a torch against the straw men.
Oh, there's actually a thing for burning torches. Oh, sweet! I get to use Brawl.
Nice. All right, so we will come back to you four in a moment. Matthew, the second cage.
can Esmeralda picklock it as well, or
Yes, she's able to do it.
do we
So
know the
the
straw
second-
man? Oh, sorry.
Yeah, you guys can hear the soft shuffling of shh, 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 shh.
How many are there?
It looks like there's about 10 of them.
Far too many.
Yeah, there's a lot of them.
All right. All right.
Alexi and Barrington, you guys can tell there's about 16 around you guys. So it's just a ton of them.
All right. Esmeralda, as she's doing the lock, like, we're going to need to take this problem out at the source. There's too many strawmen to deal with. We're going to have to kill this witch. So I guess as she's doing that, it's going to take this moment before the hag gives us anything else to try and, I guess, oh, God, NYPD the door, kick it down, and I guess quickly shoot the hag before this gets way out of hand. Because, oh, God, this is not going well.
All right, so
YPD, open up!
you're going to try to make your way up to the hut, door of the hut.
Yes. Do
So
you
while
want me?
that is happening,
you want
the
me to
hag
roll?
is hold on.
Oh, no, sorry. Yep, so sorry.
Okay. So, Daisy, as she says she's going to let her servant steal it, she kind of moves you over towards the tub. And she tells you to strip and bathe.
Yeah, I'm still trying to save them time, so I would.
All right.
How's
So
the blood gonna help? I'm just wondering, like, oh god, that's gonna mess with her cogs, and I'm gonna have to clean that shit up.
That's going to be a sanity roll as you start to bathe yourself in this blood.
Sure, makes sense. Oh, hey, I actually got a 2.
Nice.
Okay.
It's like this is very good. As she kind of like grabs your head with her gnarled, nasty fingers, and submerges you underneath of it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
All right,
Oh,
Matthew,
boy.
you kick in the door. FBI, open up.
NYPD. It's the IRS. They come for your taxes, hag. You haven't been paying.
She turns to look at you, goes, "Who are you?"
I don't even answer. I just shoot with the shotgun. Just.
All right, roll twice.
Yes. Don't even get her the chance. You don't want to know my name. 68, that's a success.
All right.
18, that's a success. Was that a hard success? That is a hard success. Or extreme. What's the extreme? So extreme. 18.
All right, roll your damages.
Yep. So and then it's like you just roll the d10 again when it's the extreme, right? I keep asking that every time we do this.
Yes.
I'm sorry. Okay, sorry. First one. 7 plus 7, 14.
All right.
10 plus 7, so that's 17 plus 14. What is that? What is that? 17
plus 14.
31. And
31.
then roll for the extreme success. Plus 6, so that's 37.
37 total.
Yes.
All right, so you shoot against her, and like there's this bubble of force around her that just starts to spark up. But you see large cracks forming on it, and she just glares at you and goes, "Oh, so that's how it's going to be then, is it?"
I suppose so.
Very well. She's going to hold her hands out to you, sparks starting to form between her fingers, as she just lets out a chant and blasts lightning bolt at you.
Ah.
Oh shit.
Magic, Matthew Moore's weakness. Things he doesn't know how to deal with. Dodge? Or no dodge?
Yes, you do get. You can do a duck for cover, dive for cover or something.
Dodge. Okay. 3.
All right. So you managed to throw yourself. Yep. You are legitimately lucky because you managed to throw yourself out of the way of the door as this bolt of lightning just arcs right out of it.
Oh god. Mistakes have been made.
Yep. There they are.
Is it anyone you go to the next person then, or?
Yes. So the next person in my list is Alexi.
Okay, so what's the situation?
All right. So there are scarecrows kind of gathering up around you, Barrington, Periwinkle, and Van Richten. There's a number of them.
Then I'm just gonna run over and smack one with my torch.
All right.
Fight and brawl roll. That is a 34. Oh, it just managed to give me a hard success.
All right. So you managed to hit this scarecrow. You hits him with the flames. He goes up immediately, falls to his knees, falls over. They have 1 hit point, basically.
It's like 1d6 plus burn. I don't know what burn does, but
because you're hitting them with fire, they go up instantly. That's how you contradict their magic. So they're easy so long as you got fire with you. which you four do. So that's one of the 16 scarecrows that are around you down.
Oh, that's my turn.
Barrington, you're next.
All right, take a swing at one of them with the torch, try to set them ablaze.
All right.
Oh, that's a failure.
All right. So you go to swing this scarecrow with surprisingly dexterous. He's going to do a fight back against you. Oh, that's a success. Oh, you take max damage of 3.
Ow.
As it smacks you with this hay-filled body.
I just got punched by hay.
Hey, now.
I thought they were made of snakes.
Oh, yeah, there's snakes in them. Don't worry.
Yeah, okay.
Who put a stick up your ass?
Oh, I love it.
Yeah, well, that's my turn. Failing.
All right, next is Periwimple. He lights up another scarecrow, leaving you guys with 15. Yeah, gosh. Something has dug itself underneath my fingernail. It's annoying.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, so I'm just trying to clear that out with a pin cap real quick.
Yeah, you're all good.
All right, so there's that. Okay, there we go. Esmeralda is next. She lights up a torch of her own, smacks the vampire, smacks the scarecrow, brings that down, leaving it to Daisy's turn. Daisy, you are in this blood, but it's almost like you're in like this whole other dimension now. I feel like you're swimming in midair.
Cool.
And kind of like floating towards you is this another woman, and she is remarkably beautiful, except she has a head of a wolf. And she kind of stands before you in this extra dimension of blood and filth. She kind of gazes you up and down curiously and goes, I've never seen one like you before.
Can I talk in the blood?
Yes,
Okay. One like me?
that is correct. What are you, my child?
I'm a doll. I used to be human, but they put me in this porcelain body.
So you wish to be human again?
Yes.
Very well. You have performed the ritual. Human you shall be, but on the day you fail to do the ritual, a doll you will become again.
What is the ritual?
Must bathe on the full moon every month in a tub full of goat's blood, just as you are now.
I see.
Fail to perform this, and a doll you'll become, but not even as you are now. A complete sacrifice of all autonomy. You'll be reset back to your default.
You mean I won't be able to control my actions again?
Correct.
There has to be... Then, no.
No.
I want to be human, but not if it risks that.
There's always a risk for everything we want, my dear.
Yes, well, in most things, the risk is simply death, which frankly would be preferable.
Then what would you have to be your bargain? What will you offer me instead?
I don't know. This is the first I've heard of you. I don't know what you want.
It's not a matter of what I want. I simply watch. I am the Night Mother.
What about my name? It's
Your name.
I heard that names have value in this valley, and it's something so important to me that I remembered it even when I couldn't remember who I was.
You will offer me your name.
Yes.
All right. And we're back up to the top with Matthew.
Oh man, mistakes have been made. I didn't realize how easy these scarecrows were to kill. I thought that would be more difficult. Whoops. Well, I'm in it now, so the pistol shooting 3 times at her now.
All right. So you're going to try to climb back up there and shoot at the hag.
Oh wait, where did I dive off to?
Well, if you had to dive for cover, you dived off these stairs and back down to the bottom of the tree.
Oh, okay. I thought it was dive just somewhere off in the hut.
No. The hut's too small.
Oh, okay.
It's a very small hut.
Okay. I guess what is she doing? Is she still approaching or?
No, she's still up in the hut.
Okay. And how's everyone? Do I see how everyone else is doing?
It looks like everyone else is doing okay for right now. Oh, I forgot to give the scarecrows a turn. Hold on.
Oh, yeah, do that first.
All right, let's see here. How many scarecrows attack first?
No, by all means, just let the scarecrows chill out while we just whack them a few times.
All right, so Lexi, the first one's coming up against you.
Can I do fight and brawl and back?
Yep, you can do any one of those you choose.
Well, I'm going to smack him. That's a 49, so I hit.
Yeah, so that's a hit. That's another scarecrow down, leaving you with... Yeah, that was 16. 15, 14. So yeah, 13 with you now.
I'm just going to counterattack all of them.
All right. The second one is going to come after Barrington. That is a miss on you, Barrington. Second one is going to come after Barrington again. That one's going to be a hit on you, Barrington. It does a grand total of 1 point of damage. I don't know if he's listening to me.
Yeah, I got it marked down.
All right. And that's when the snake comes out and tries to bite you.
Oh, good.
That is a miss on you. All right. The next one comes to Periwimple. Tries to roll attack against him. It's a miss on Periwimple. He's going to try to do a fight back on this one. As he misses again. Next one comes at Van Richten. So this one's going to try to make these attacks. That is a hit, but he is going to try to do a dodge, which he's easily able to do, so he does not get hit. All right, so the next one comes at Esmeralda. That is a miss. Esmeralda's going to do a fight back. That's also a miss. That is another miss on that Esmeralda, and then 2 more for Moore. That is a miss on you, Moore, so you get a fight back and a dodge.
What is fight back?
Oh, you already used your dodge against the hag, so never mind.
Yeah.
A fight back, basically, you get to roll an attack against the scarecrow.
So just use what? Just like firearms then, or
Yeah,
like just regular attack? Okay.
yeah. So, but you do get a disadvantage die because you're firing in melee.
Okay. So disadvantage 23, and then roll the d10 again. 43, so it's still a hit.
All right.
Is it regular damage die still, or?
Yes, still regular damage.
Okay. Oh shit. 12.
12, and that gets halved. So 6. This scarecrow is still standing as you blow a hole through him. But he has no vitals, so that does nothing to him. You're basically shooting the body until it does nothing.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yep. And then the last one against you, Moore, he gets the bonus die. That is going to be a hit for a whopping total of 1 point of damage. So, whack. The snake makes a bite against you. That is going to be a hit. So you take 3 points of poison and damage.
Do you want me to roll a con against that?
Yes.
Let's see. 42 success.
All right, so you do not start hallucinating.
All right. That's good.
All right, and now we're back up to the top with more. You can also hear more scarecrows starting to join all the other groups, so they're just going to keep on coming until this problem is solved.
Right. All
It's
right.
going to be very easy to hoard up on you guys.
Yep. Well, I guess if that's the case, then climb right back up to the hag, like still not dead, and then shoot her 3 more times with a pistol this time.
All right.
See how this works. Let's see. 28 for the first one, so that's a hit. 48, that's a hit. And then
Shoot her in the face.
53, that's also a hit. So all 3 of those hit. I'll just roll 3 d10s, then add the +2s after. All right. Oh shit, 2 10s. So 25 plus 2, 4, 6. So 25 plus 6, so 31.
Another 31 points of damage.
Yeah.
Damn,
boy.
you just
Well, last one was 37. This one's 31, so not as much, but yeah.
Nice.
I got lucky with the 2 10s.
So her force field still stands. But you can still see the large cracks forming all over it. She gets to make her go.
oh crap.
Get ready to dodge.
So she starts to make more hand symbols. She doesn't throw lightning this time, as instead flowing out from her hand are these thick, noxious green clouds of mist that start to fill up the room rapidly as she starts to cackle. It is getting very hard to breathe in here more. This gas is poisonous. If you want to stay in here, it's going to start doing damage to you over time.
I guess I'll step out of the hut. Or
All right.
I'm not sure. I'm not even sure. Because I dive down the hut.
Yeah, it's starting to flow out of the door and down out of the hut.
Okay, so I'll cover my mouth with my hand and whatnot, or tie a rag or something around it, so I'm not breathing it in. But I'll step out for now, and then I'll move back in to shoot on my next turn. So, but right now, I'll step out of the gas.
All right.
Okay, out of its way. So hey, I didn't have to use a dodge that time.
That's when a new challenger enters.
Oh god.
Suddenly you start to hear this loud creaking noise. As you notice one of the roots pull itself up out of the ground. As the house starts to push itself up and move. Yeah, the whole damn thing starts to move.
Oh bugger.
Yeah, you're not going to be able to beat this thing. You're going to have to run from it. So we're back up to Alexi. You're next. as you guys start to hear all the creaking of the house moving and starting to skitter about. Alexi?
Oh, sorry, I muted myself. I was like, Van Richten, what do we do?
Van Richten looks at that and goes, I think running is an appropriate idea.
Okay, I smack a scarecrow on the way
All right.
towards, an exit. I'm going to spend 4 points of luck just to make that a 71. So I hit.
All right. Hit another scarecrow and start taking off.
Yep.
All right. So scarecrow collapses down, burning. Barrington, you're next.
All right. Daisy's still in the house, though, right?
Yes. As far as you can tell.
Oh, boy. How high up is the house starting to get?
It is about 10 feet up in the air.
So getting to the door is not going to be possible then.
And yeah, you're pretty far away too. So,
All right. What's the largest group of the scarecrows there are?
that there is.
Yeah, what's the largest tight cluster of scarecrows right now?
The largest cluster is between you, Matthew Moore, and Esmeralda. So they're going to be stuck here in this rock and a hard place.
All right. Well, I can take care of that large group in one fell swoop then.
All right.
I'm going to take out the handkerchief in my coat, stuff it into the wine bottle that I bought, using the torch to light the handkerchief. I'm going to lob it at them.
All right. So make a throw.
All right. I'm going to use luck because can I use luck on a push?
No, you can't put luck on a push. I don't think.
Okay, then I will. Oh wait, I don't have enough luck to push that.
No, yeah, you can. You can.
Okay. Hey, then that's much better. So yeah, I will make that a success. So yeah, I succeed.
All right. So the problem about throwing a glass bottle in a bog is that the ground is very soft. So you quickly look around. There's a hard spot. As it spreads out, takes out a whole bunch of these scarecrows.
How many of those do you have left?
I only had the one.
Oh, crap. We should Molotov the inside of her house.
Daisy's in there.
Yeah, now Moore and Esmeralda now have a safe way to get out from between the scarecrows. Periwinkle is next. He's going to hit another scarecrow. Bringing that another one down. As he starts yelling, "Come on, let's get out of here!" That makes it Esmeralda's turn. She hits another scarecrow, burning it down, and starts to run out to rejoin everybody else. She yells, "Matthew, come on, we gotta get out of here!"
What about Daisy? That's an issue.
We can't help her if we're dead.
I guess it's I don't know whose turn. It's back to blue.
Yep, that would be back to blue. So the Night Mother is kind of staring at you, thinking about the prospect of you giving her your name. She kind of thinks about it. I want you to roll a charm.
Oh, sorry, I'm muted, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, charm. 42, so yep.
She smiles and goes, "I believe that we have come to an understanding." And she kind of gives a soft caress to the side of your face and seems to push you away. You come bursting out of the tub of blood, breathing.
Ooh, snap. Okay, so probably
And
gasping.
then immediately you see all the chaos going on around you. Yep, you're gasping for air. And you actually notice that it seems easier to move, like you're no longer restricted like you once were.
Okay, looking around, are there any, is the door still open, open windows, anything like that?
Yeah, doors open, the windows are closed, however. And you can feel the house moving underneath of you.
Yeah, where's
And
the
there's
witch?
poison gas everywhere.
Between you and the door, but she has her back to you.
Okay, I think I'm gonna try to stealth around her until I'm like to where I can jump out.
All right.
So let's see.
All right. So as you go ahead.
I missed the stealth.
All right. So she sees you kind of stepping out of the tub and goes, "Ah, my child! My, how pretty you have come out!" And she gives a wave of her hand, and a bubble of air appears around you and goes, "That way you shall not suffer from the poisonous gas."
Thank you.
You begin to realize how cold you are as well. And the feeling of wet underneath on your skin.
Do you have a change of clothes, something I could dry off and maybe not freeze in?
She points to a small wardrobe where you find towels and a cloak that you can wrap around you, at least temporarily.
Okay, so she's still in between me and the door though?
Yes. So that's Daisy's turn, which brings us to the Scarecrow. They're going to give pursuit to the crew, but you guys are much faster than them, which brings us back to the top with Matthew.
All right, so I have to decide to either run with them or I guess. Well, is it connected to the ground at all, or is it just like?
No. It's like walking like a spider.
Oh, okay. I could try and climb it.
Good.
I just feel bad because Matthew, in good conscience, he would not leave anyone behind. Is the thing. So yeah, he would probably climb it. So he's gonna try and climb up there.
All right.
Let's see how this goes. I don't have faith that this is gonna work at all, but we'll see. 34. That's a success. So.
All right. So you start to climb up on top of the house. At least now it can't stomp on you.
That's good. That's good at least. Well, I'm up there now, so I don't know.
Yes, you are.
Yeah, I think that's my action, so I don't think I can do anything
that's
else.
pretty much your action. All right. So the hag is going to come out the door and goes, "My child, stay here where it's safe. I am going to hunt down the intruders. It must be those who see to destroy those of Servant Strahd." And she jumps into that floating skull and starts to chase after the group as it flies away. I'm going to give her a spot hidden. Wow, that's a 72. So no, she flies right past you, Matthew.
Phew.
Oh, all right. Got lucky there.
Yep.
Toss a dynamite and then she flies by.
Are you going to try to?
Oh, can I? I didn't think I could.
I mean, I wouldn't.
I wouldn't.
This juncture.
I wouldn't. This
Yeah, no. Yep.
you have a 20%.
It's not risking
Not
that.
a good
but
odds.
Yeah. These, I know. Then I look at these dice, so I'm like, maybe, but yeah, no, I won't risk it.
Technically, we are out of combat right now because you guys are on the run and she hasn't caught up to you yet, leaving
Okay.
Matthew and Daisy in her moving hut.
So I'll probably go look out the door. Is he in a place where I would see him?
Matthew, do you make yourself known?
To her, yeah. If there's no one else. Well,
Yeah, so you see Matthew kind of climbing around the side of the hut.
actually, would I? I don't know who she is. What does she look like?
She looks like Daisy still,
Oh, she still looks. Okay.
Yeah,
just
she
covered
said
in
that-
blood.
She said that the body I got would look like the one I was in.
Okay, just wait. All right. Daisy. What? What? I am.
Matthew, are you all right?
How are you? I.
There's no time to explain. She went after the others. There might be something in here that could stop her, or Barrington seemed to think that her power might be linked to her house. Maybe if we could find a way to destroy the house?
Well, I think I got you covered there. I got dynamite.
Ah, yes. Well, that would do it, wouldn't it?
I think so. All right. I give you my jacket as well. Wrap yourself in this. I'm gonna set up one stick of dynamite and then also light some other things on fire to help. So, fire will set it up like a timer. So the fire will eventually burn the house, reach the dynamite, kablooey. By that time, we'll have climbed down and be safe.
Right. Just in case this doesn't actually make her that much weaker and just pisses her off, I suggest we also find cover.
Yes. Yeah. So I guess if we do that, I don't know how much time that takes, or should we? I guess while I do that, Daisy, you should also, since you mentioned there might be something in the house that you could use to see if there's any spells or something.
Yeah. Can I search for any grimoires, anything like that?
Yes. So obviously, opening up the chest, it's the big one. You see, there's a collection of books, oils, a whole bunch of gold coins left alone, loose in bags, a couple of gemstones. There seems to be a stone that's shaped like a cat's head. A couple of sling bullets. And 3 books that seem to be going over different sorts of magic.
Okay, so let's see.
I'm going to require a spot hidden for anything else.
Let's see. 65. My spot hidden 63, so I'm going to push that down with luck.
All right. So pushing that down with your luck as you're giving a quick look around, you see there is some sort of trap door in the floor.
Okay.
All right. Prying that open, you can see. I assume you open it?
Yeah.
All right. Prying that open, you can see that the inside of this trunk, it's not necessarily a room, it's kind of like a compartment where all these twisted, gnarled roots, like tentacles, are wrapped around this green stone that is shaped vaguely like a pine cone.
Okay. Can I remove it?
It's going to require a great deal of strength.
Can I burn the roots?
Absolutely. What do you have to burn it with?
There's
There's a lantern hanging in the room too, just to let you know.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I could just use that then.
All right. So you just pry the lantern off and just toss it in there?
Probably don't just toss it. Maybe like get a piece of paper or rag or something to catch on fire and drop in there.
Yeah, you got the towel, so you can just rip off a strip of that.
Yeah.
And
a little more controlled.
The roots do instinctively move away from the fire, allowing you clear access to this stone.
Okay, so I'm gonna take that. And then from the chest, I'll take the 3 books and probably just 1 pouch of gold so that Gerard can pay his bounty people if any of them survived.
All right. So when you remove the stone, suddenly the house starts letting out these loud and comes crashing down to the swamp.
Oh, well, the dynamite probably won't be necessary then.
Yeah, I put the stick of dynamite back. What did you do?
Still burn
I
everything.
think
Oh,
I
definitely.
I think I tore out its heart, in a manner of speaking.
Is that green gem like the one the druids had?
Almost exactly like it.
Oh, that'll do it. Yeah. Yeah. Grab your stuff. We'll still set the place on fire, but yeah.
Yeah. Well, we can just tip the lantern and run if you want.
Fine by me. You could. Can you walk? I know you're human, but I don't know if it's been a while. I don't know how that works.
It has been a while, but I guess it's a little like riding a bike. These muscles are new, after all. It's not like they've atrophied.
All right.
But you are hungry.
Though if we could find food soon, I would greatly appreciate it.
Well, let's run like the wind to Vlaki, and I'll buy you dinner.
All right.
All right. So off you two go.
Yep.
As for the rest of our heroes, we're going to have to figure out what the hag does with you next time.
Oh.
Oh man, this has
Oh,
been
gosh.
fun.
Oh.
Oh, so much happened.
Yeah. Is the house burning as we leave at least? Or
Yes.
okay. Yay.
Yay.
All right.
Oh, I don't like
So you
cliffhangers.
guys get to improving. And as for our wonderful, beautiful audience, thank you for coming. I hope you enjoyed it. This one was a wild one. Thank you to Nick, Amish, Blue, and Hex. It's always fun to play with you guys.
Great to be here.
But that will,
Yeah.
But that will do it for me. I'm sorry for all the mispronunciations and mixing up words today. It happens.
You're all
But with
good.
that, I'm Dr. Crow. I read a book once. It's my goal to make you smile. I hope I achieved that today. I'll see you guys Tuesday. Bye-bye.